Good evening. Welcome to Fantastic Dimensions, another episode of Lamentations of the Flame Princess. Picking up pretty much where we left off after the last session. This session is now titled Forgive Us. This is the titular adventure of the Forgive Us module. So I'm going to give everybody a chance real quick to introduce themselves, and then we'll get right into the game. So, Andrew, if you'd like to go first.
Yeah, sure. I'm Andrew Knapp, aka SRT Joker on YouTube. I am playing Maximilian Morel, level 2 halfling extraordinaire, once a Brandywine, now a nobleman. I'm in the current employment of Redemption Ironside, and I'm traveling around with him and his other lackeys, one Copper Carmody, who I'm trying to help shape up and become a fighter while trying to inspire Redemption to reclaim his old glory.
Excellent. Okay, Caius.
I'm Caius, and I don't have any YouTube channels or anything like that, but I'm a member of the Facebook one-shot group, which I can't recommend highly enough if you want to play games. And I'm playing Redemption Ironside, a fallen Puritan just consumed by hate and out to destroy everything he hates in this world, which is just about everything but evil shit more than anything else. And he's got a few ragtag people following him along who think he's going to pay, who thinks they're going to get paid someday, but he's actually got no money. So he doesn't know what they're doing, but they can yap along at his heels whilst he's doing his job, and maybe one day they'll find some money.
You used to be rich, though. How much was that fortune worth that you burned in the inn a couple of adventures ago?
30,000, 40,000 pounds or something like that.
Yeah, about 30 or 40.
I was rich.
Yeah. Not anymore.
But then the taxman came to call.
Yeah. Excellent. Dave, you're next, sir.
I'm Dave Mitchell, and I have a blog, an AKA Hellings, Hellings on film. Check that out if you want to. And I also run the Facebook Lamentations of the Flame Princess group. We're about to hit 400 members, so it's a cool group, so please come and join and tell all your Google Plus friends as well, because it would be great to have you on board. My character is Edmund Warwick. He's a fighter, a human fighter, fallen on hard times, now wandering around in search of money, women, and wine and adventure. So he's run into this disparate group, and they look an interesting lot, so Edmund has decided to hang around with them and see what life brings.
Excellent. Yeah, I can't say enough. Definitely check out that Lamentations of the Flame Princess group on Facebook. Lots of cool posts and conversations with them there. So, Troy.
Sure, my name is Troy. Today I'll be recurring character Copper Carmody, and he's an Irish SOB who's on a pilgrimage across England. He's trying to put a few coins in his purse along the way, and pity the fool who gets in the way. He's never met a foe or a hoe that he didn't like to stick his sword into.
God damn it, Troy, that was great. Okay, Lloyd.
Yeah, hi, I'm Lloyd. I run the channel here, LDM. And I'll be playing Ulfric. The Masked, he just some guy who found, through some sort of bizarre means, felt like a calling to pick up this mask in the ruins of, I guess, a quarry or something. Just found this silver mask. He's been wearing it since, and it's encouraged him to make his way to England, where he has fallen in with these reprobates.
Excellent. Okay. So our adventures bring us finally to the city of Norwich. Is that right? Did I say that right?
Norwich, yeah.
I just want to make sure I said it wrong every time last time. So, so you've come to the city of Norwich, and Ironside, you have a kind of a special connection to this city. You know for a fact that your estranged wife and son, well, you don't know for a fact, but they should still be here in the city. The last time you saw them several years ago, this is where you had your permanent dwelling, although you spent most of your time probably out doing what you do. Just to give you a little bit of background, in 1625, Due to fertile farmland, a large and prosperous market, and a thriving textiles industry, the city of Norwich is an economic powerhouse second only to London. As such, the city has a powerful merchant class, and its relative distance and remoteness from other cities lend it a certain independence. Rich merchants attract opportunistic criminals, and being wealthy and isolated can lead to boredom and decadence, so it's no surprise that Norwich is home to all sorts of societies and fraternities, some more secretive than others. The Tenebrous Hand is not the only criminal gang in the city, but it is the most powerful. The Hand is wealthy with its fingers in a lot of pies, and the authorities are reluctant to act against the group due to a campaign of threats, bribery, and blackmail. Life is good for a member of the Tenebrous Hand, but confidence can breed arrogance. So that's just to give you a little bit of background information on the current city of Norwich. And in fact, I do also have a map, which I'll pull up here momentarily. Oh, I do have it up there. I just need to screen share. Let's see here. There we go. Can you all see the map okay? Is it showing or not?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
In fact, I can come back over here, present to everyone, and there you go. That way it'll stay up on your screen. So, Ironside, you are the kind of recognized leader of the group at the moment. You've arrived at Norwich. You can, I suppose, the direction you're coming from based on the previous adventures would be this down here. What does that say? It's hard to read it. It's the Comerford Gate, I believe. The Conesford Gate, something like that. So you'll be coming in through the south gate. Your family home. Oh, you can tell me, which side of town do they live on? East, west, south, north, middle of the city?
The north side.
Okay. Great. So you get to walk all the way across the city. No problem at all. As you do so, you will pass a couple of landmarks here. So if you see on the map this building here with the G, letter G marking it, that is the Dragon Hall, which sounds super cool, but really all it is a merchant's trading hall. You'll also get a nice view up on the hill up here with the letter F of Norwich Castle, which you know from history was built shortly after 1066 as a personal residence of the insignificant noble William the Conqueror, but it's been being used as a jail since the early 13th century. You may also get a glance of Norwich Cathedral over here, letter B, and letter A over here, which would be to your left as you're traveling north through the city. In fact, you're going to probably have to go right across this bridge here, which is called Black Pillar Bridge. Letter A over here is the Duke's Palace, which is currently actually empty, as the Duke has been deposed, and the witch Aurelia Wolcott's new sheriffs, who are all female, basically have the run of the city at the moment, as they're waiting for a new governor or whoever to come and take control of the city. And then you get to the north side of town once you walk across Black Pillar Bridge, and you can go to your family home if you wish. Now, you know, you didn't leave on exactly the best of terms. There's a reason why you haven't been back in years, and why you haven't seen your wife Sarah or your son Ezekiel.
Is there an obvious district, like, you know, the poor district or the merchant district in this Norwich?
There are some, yes, but you know, for the most part, the city's pretty well off. There's, you know, not too much poverty in Norwich. It's a pretty wealthy city. Of course, you're going to have sections where you have your kind of ne'er-do-wells and such, you know. But for the most part, the city's in a big boom here at the moment. It's got a population of about 15,000 people. It's the second most prosperous city in England after London. The wealth of Norwich is in large part a result of the revival of its once moribund textiles industry by a group of Belgian and Dutch Protestants and skilled weavers who were fleeing persecution on the European mainland. At this point in time in history, Norwich was one of the most tolerant places in Europe, so they had welcomed the immigrants and made them part of their community. So much so that the Strangers' Hall, which was their original kind of home where all the immigrants first arrived, is now the residence of the city's mayor again, which is currently it's not unoccupied. It's occupied by the female sheriffs who run the city for the most part. They're all lackeys of the Witch Queen of England. So, do you want to go to your house, Ironside? If you do you want to bring all these ruffians with you, or do you want to drop them off somewhere? How do you guys feel about it? I don't even know. Have you even told them about your family here in Norwich?
As he's been going through the town, he's tried scratching some of the blood off his armor, and he's found that nobleman's wig in his backpack, and he's been pulling it down, trying to scratch some of the blood off it, trying to sort of lessen the smell of sweat that's always around him, and trying to make himself look a bit presentable. But he takes his motley band to one of the taverns that he thinks they'll enjoy first. He thinks they'll leave them in a tavern.
Mm.
Okay.
Morel will ask Redemption, where are you going, Mr. Ironside?
I've got old friends I need to visit. Not that
I don't believe that's for one moment. Friends?
Acquaintances then. Nobody's very keen on me, and I'm not very keen on anyone. But some people I knew a while back, need to check up on them. They owe me money.
So I'll pull a dagger from my belt and start pricking the end of my finger with it and say, money? That sounds profitable. You sure you don't want us to come with you?
Listen, I've lost Beelzebub, my pit bull, and I'm quite happy to have you filling in for him whilst he's away. But the people I'm about to meet, they're not that keen on dogs. So you stay here with these guys. I'll go and meet my old acquaintances.
And I'll turn and look.
Have you got that, you rabid chihuahua?
I'll turn and I'll look at Copper and I'll shake my head and say, sad watching his mental faculties go like this. We should have buried him back where they were in town. It's just having to watch this old man die like this. It's painful.
His business is his own. You see Copper, he's very uneasy as you walk through this upper classes of this township. Being from a small village in Ireland and not being in any major cities in England yet, he's quite unnerved. Whereas before, the few days earlier when you had seen him go through that small town, he seemed confident walking, but here he seemed a little bit uneasy.
He and Ironside claps Copper on the back and says, you unhinged ginger minge freckly knob slave, you just make yourself at home. And turns to Edmund Warwick and sort of takes off his battered wig and says, you seem like a bit of a gent. Well, I assume you are, because your name sounds a bit posh.
Yes, you're right, I am. And I'm from a family that deserved respect, and once upon a time we did have, well, shall we say, a sizable amount of land and money, and now I have no family, I have no land, and I have very little money indeed, but what I do have is a certain amount of breeding, and, well, it gets me by, but... It's
breeding!
By, no.
I like that.
Yeah, it's breeding. It gets me the women.
I had a pit bull with breeding. You might be able to help me with the talk I've got to do later. My old acquaintance, there's a bit of misunderstanding between us. You may be able to help us out. Would you mind coming along? You might be able to put in a good word, unlike these foreigners.
I would be delighted. Whatever I can do to help.
Excellent. So you're going to bring Edmund along with you. What about Ulfric? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Andrew.
Once he leaves, I'm going to turn to Copper and say, "So, we're trailing him in, right?"
Of course we are. We followed him this far. We're not going to let him out of our sights now. He's our payday.
Can't let the idiot die without paying us.
Exactly.
And I'll turn to Ulfric and say, "What about you, Tin Can?"
Yes, very good, very good. I'll come with you. Why not? If you're getting paid, there's a chance I might manage to pick something up along the way.
Excellent. Because it sounds like fun, and for the sake of expediency, I will simply say that you guys are able to trail him from a distance without them noticing, because Redemption is, of course, already quite distracted by what he has to do anyway. And, well, Edmund is probably, caught up in conversation with him as they walk along towards his old house. So, so you guys can trail along at a distance and follow them to his home, as it were. When you arrive at the house, actually, if you don't mind, Caius, you can tell me. I don't know your character's history as well as you do, so you can tell me what kind of house it is, what kind of repair it's in, etc.
It's in a respectable neighbourhood, but it's run down because it just hasn't had any money coming into it in the last 10, 15 years. So it's lacking fresh paint. The thatch is growing mouldy, and there are birds have made nests in the thatch, and the paintwork's all sort of peeling off, but it looks like a basically good structured house in a nice neighborhood.
Right. It just hasn't been looked after as well because it hasn't been a man of the house for, you said, 10 to 15 years. How long has it been?
Yeah. Do you need an exact years?
Sure, let's just pick one.
15.
15 years. Wow. Excellent. Okay. So yeah, you get there, you see the house before you as you've described it. How would you like to approach?
I take off my wig and look up and down the street for children playing on the street, trying to work out, he must be about 16, 17, 18, 16 or 17 by now. So I'm looking around for sort of young men on the street.
Yeah, you don't actually see any here at the moment. You see a couple of older guys. That would be a little bit beyond those years. You don't see anybody that you think could possibly be your son. No.
Okay then. Right. I explained to Edmund that this is my wife, who I haven't seen. I sent her money regularly, but the merchant I was dealing with turned out to be dishonest, and it seems like none of the money I've been sending. And then he gives up on that and knocks on the door.
You didn't send no money, you cheap bastard. So you knock on the door.
Yeah.
And you hear a voice from inside say, "Come in."
Will you go in first? And he kind of gestures for Edmund Warwick to go in.
And I say, no, that's very kind of you, but I would feel like I would be intruding. This is your family home. After you, my good sir.
Sarah? I shout.
"Come in, Redemption. I've been expecting you. I heard you were in the area again."
Right, Redemption goes in.
I follow.
And goes to give her a hug and a kiss.
Well, when you go in, first thing you notice is that the house is in really bad repair on the inside. It looks a lot worse than it does on the outside. at first you have to kind of look around to try to find Sarah. It's really dark in here. Actually, it's not very well lit either. The blinds are all drawn, and she just has a couple of candles around the place lighting it up. And eventually, you see her kind of sitting in a chair near the fireplace, which is not lit, with a kind of a heavy shawl wrapped around her to keep herself warm. And you said it's been 15 years since you were here, but she looks like she's aged 30.
Sarah, my love, you look better than I remember. You look younger every day. I swear I've never...
And she pulls a pistol out from under the shawl,
I put my
rests
hand
it on her lap, and says, "Don't try to sweet-talk me, you cheap bastard. What do you want?"
I just want to see you and Ezekiel. I want to...
You want to see us?
You know me. I've got family instincts. I want to see my folks.
Family instincts? You've been gone 15 years. Family instincts.
Is that lambs? Is that your famous lamb stew I can smell? Nobody
Probably.
makes
I
it
made
better
it 3
than
days
you.
ago.
Edmund, this is my friend Edmund Warwick. Edmund, this is Sarah. She makes the best lamb stew in Norwich. You know.
That's marvellous. And 15 years apart, I mean, they say absence makes the heart grow fonder, so clearly...
She puts the hammer back on the pistol.
Redemption is clearly delighted to see you, obviously, and perhaps I should leave you to this personal moment.
No. Look at Sarah. She's delighted to see you. I say, hiding behind you.
She says, sorry, I can't help but laugh. She says, "How did you fall in with this rat bastard, Edmund? You look like a decent sort."
Well, my good lady, my dear lady, I came upon him purely by accident. I have sadly lost my own family to terrible means, and was in need of companionship on the empty road.
Were you there for them when they needed you?
Sadly, I was taken away, and I was locked away by, enemies of the family and tortured, and I was...
It's my story. That's so similar to what happened to me.
Really? Were you tortured, Redemption?
I've been...
And she starts to
15
smile
years trying to get back here, Sarah.
You see as she smiles, she's missing most of her teeth. She says, "Well, that warms my heart to know that you've been tortured these last 15 years, Redemption. No offense to you, good sir. I'm sure you're a decent fellow, Mr. Warwick."
Oh, no offense taken, my good lady.
Living without you, Sarah, has been torture. Every day, every minute. And finally we're reunited, and I take a few hesitant steps forward to embrace her.
She points the pistol at you.
And then back off again.
She says, "Ezekiel." He hates that name, you know. Goes by Zeke with most of his friends. Or Zed.
Where is he? Where is the boy?
Zed, I think they call him in that gang he's fallen in with.
He's fallen in with a gang?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's with that group of thieves, the Tenebrous Hand. Of course, you probably don't know who they were. You weren't around when they formed.
Oh, I've heard a thing or two about them. No good, are they?
Yeah, you got too much of his father in him. He's been missing for days. I don't even know if he's still alive anymore. Lots of rumors, they say. Bad things happening at the compound. The Tenebrous Hand has disappeared. What's happened to our boy, Redemption? He's 20 now, you know that? He was 4 when you left.
4? Oh, how time passes, Well, as soon as I've had that bowl of lamb stew, I'll go off and find him.
You'll go find him now, and she points the pistol at you, and she brings her other hand up on it.
Yep.
To study it.
On second thoughts, I'm not hungry. I'm worried about my son. I'll find him. I'll return here with with son, husband and son, returning to loving wife, and we'll sit down together and have a nice meal of it. What do you say,
He's still
Sarah?
alive. If he's still alive, you've got a lot to make up for. He'll probably try to kill you when he sees you. With any luck, he'll succeed. Now get the fuck out of my house.
And as I'm closing the door, I say, we've got this special kind of relationship, me and Sarah. We kind of hide our affection behind harsh words. But you know how it is with some relationships.
I can see that. It's special. It's a personal thing.
Ah.
I don't know, how far are you guys from the house? Are you guys standing outside when he comes walking out, or?
I imagine I would have went around the side and tried to find some window to peer in and offer Maximilian a boost so he could also see in the window.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the windows are all stained with old smoke stains, and the blinds are all pulled, the curtains are all closed, but you can't get peek in from us.
I would have asked Maximilian as well, being that he would have been with Ironsides longer than myself, if the old codger had ever mentioned having a daughter. And I'd be having a lookout for such a thing.
No daughter.
Right,
Maybe a wife.
Yes. Well, we realize that he's not there doing business at this point. I would imagine that he's there to see family.
So yeah, so I'll just wait for him at the steps.
Okay. So as you come out, there's Maximilian on the steps.
Right. Ulfric, Copper, Maximilian, Edmund, we've got a job.
I'll snap my fingers, telling the boys the coast is clear.
And I come out around the side of the building.
Yeah. Okay.
A job, you say?
Ulfric, I can smell your herring breath. Where is that Dane?
Yeah, I'll creep around the corner. Yeah. What's this about a job?
We've got to find, there's this youth, called Ezekiel. He's fallen in with the tenebrous hand, the thieves, one of the gangs of this Pigswill town. We've got to find him and return him to his loving mother.
What gang are we talking about here, Mr. Ironside?
He leans in low. Have you heard of the tenebrous hand?
Dramatic pan to my face. They're the ones that five-finger discount everything, them.
No. Yes. In this foggy, fetid bowl of Pigswill of a city, there's not a worse gang.
And this concerned mother is paying us handsomely for rescuing this boy?
Well, don't worry about that right now, Redemption. Let's get to it, lads. We have killing to do. I'll start taking my weapons out.
So, what's your course of action?
So this base of operations, what was it you called it? Where is this boy located? His hand.
Well,
this tenebrous
based
hand.
on what information you know, I guess, Caius, Redemption, you know that they operate out of a compound. It's basically an entire city block. They own all of the businesses on the block. And that's basically where they operate out of. It's called the complex. Sorry.
The complex.
Yeah, there's several businesses and homes on the city block. You would know that the businesses are run by employees of the gang, but are otherwise legitimate enterprises. Go ahead and let's see. Just roll d6 for me there, guys. Morel, you can roll too because you might have some knowledge of this.
1.
Is it a skill or just on straight?
Yeah, just it's a skill check. D6.
I got a 2.
Okay. Well, Redemption, you know anyway. You got a 1 on that, so you know that they do operate a little bit of smuggling out of the warehouse on the block. But aside from that, all the rest of the businesses are completely legitimate.
So,
Actual civilians working in the shops, etc. You know.
If this gang is as established as you say, they must have reaped the benefits of living around these soft people. As I started gazing around at these nobles and higher ups that are walking about. Surely they'll be treasure for us.
What time of day or night is it at the moment?
Oh, we'll say it's early afternoon.
Okay.
All right then, Ironside, lead us to this place, this complex.
and what I suggest we do is we head down there, spot if the gang has any kind of markings, any kind of membership kind of sigil or anything like that. If they do, we find one who's on his own and question him.
Perhaps take him to the nearest tavern. Soften him up with a wine or a beer, perhaps. Just a suggestion. I'm a little thirsty myself, I admit.
We could try and get robbed. Hang out in a dodgy part of town, have them jump us.
I prefer the idea of a drink, I admit.
And I prefer to do the jumping.
I'm about the size of
being robbed as well.
I'm about the size of a nobleman's child. Let's set me up to be ambushed.
I like the way you think. Half pint. Though talking is always quite useful, but I talked quite a lot with my missus. Let's dress, and I quite like the idea of dressing you up as a little Nancy boy. Come on.
Morels, sir, have a steep tradition of wearing finery, and I'll start removing my hat.
So does that mean you're going to shave off the beard and mustache, Max?
No, I'm going to dress up as a little girl and wear a veil.
Okay.
Now, but what have we got that they will want to steal?
Not fucking much, to be fair.
Does your wife have any jewelry, Redemption?
She's a little bit hesitant on lending me jewelry.
Oh, that's okay. Mr. Carmody knows his way around a woman's house. Let's send him in to go get it.
Yeah, let's have a look at this wife of yours, Ironside. And I start walking back towards the door.
Usually,
Get chest blown out of it. I
Usually,
I walk right up to the door unless he stops me.
Oh no. I think Copper. I think my wife is a good match for Copper.
Okay.
I'll just
You walk up to the door.
stand back and watch.
Yeah, I stand in the doorway. I said, "My lady, may I have a word?"
Who the hell are you?
I'm a friend of your son's. We're going to help your husband. Husband, is it? We're going to help him retrieve him. I just need to have a word with you a brief moment. Please, come forward. I mean you no harm. And I put my hands out to show her.
Are you going to open the door?
I've already opened the door.
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking through the door. Okay, I gotcha. She's like, I'm not moving from this chair, and you better be very slow. I got a gun trained on you, and I know how to use it. My husband may be useless, but he taught me how to shoot.
Again, I mean you no harm, I promise. I'm gonna go in and sit opposite her if there's a chair provided.
You're no friend of my son's.
No, no, I'm here to help retrieve your son. I'm an accomplice, or sorry, wrong choice of words. I'm a oh no, again, wrong words.
You're
I
Irish,
travel.
aren't
I travel with. Yes, I am. How could you tell? And I rub my hand through my red beard. First time in this beautiful city. Yes.
It's less beautiful for having you in it.
Surely you can't mean that. Look upon me. And I stand up, do a little turn.
Are you here to rob me?
No, not at all. I'm here to request you help us going forward. We're going to go down to this, what was it, Ironside called? This complex. One of our friends, a little fellow, plans to play the part to get assaulted by the gang. We need something that will catch their eye.
Assaulted? They don't assault people. That's not what they do. They're thieves. They steal things.
Yes, that's what I mean. I need something for them to steal. And I'm hoping you can provide us with something to use as bait. I look around her.
Good luck
her
finding
house.
anything worthwhile in this house. I sold everything of value 10 years ago, trying to pay taxes.
Surely there must be something you held on to for a dark day. Maybe some funds to bury your husband when his body got brought back to you. It's not cheap to bury a body.
You don't want to know the things that I've had to do over the years to make a few bob to look after my son.
So there's nothing, you say. Maybe you could point me to a place where we could retrieve something quite easily that we could use to lure out these thieves.
Well, if that useless husband of mine had listened to what I had said earlier and told you anything about it, you'd know that the gang have all gone missing.
The gang
Do you have something to attract ghosts? Yes. They've been missing for days.
This is perplexing. Then our plan is shot. I bid you farewell, and I get up and I start walking towards the door.
Tell the rest of his friends not to come back through that door unless they have my son with them, or else something else will be shot. Good day.
Understood. I'm going to hurry back, and I'm going to whisper to Morel. I'm going to tell him that the gang have all gone missing. Thus, their treasures, their loot will be unguarded. I say we hurry down to this complex and be done with this and get out of this blasted city. Be on our way.
Yeah, I start cracking my knuckles and I go, well, lads, shall we go sack the joint?
Indeed.
Yeah. Spoke of ghosts and such, but poof, nonsense. I fear not ghosts after seeing alien star childs. What is a ghost?
Yeah, I'll have my mace under my shoulder and just begin walking in that direction.
So, your wife says these gang members have gone missing, Ironside.
Yeah. So let's check out the place, get some money, and if we can find my son, I'd be quite grateful. You know, his mother worries about him. He'll be all right.
She's a prize, Ironside. I can see why you would want to make her happy.
A beautiful smile.
Indeed, I laugh.
She did also mention that Ezekiel goes by the name of Zeke.
15 years, you won't spot your boy. She didn't say what he looked like, did you? Any discerning features? I'll look at Ironside.
I'll look at Ironside too and say, hard to mistake that one Spawn. It would be. I mean, look at him.
He is quite striking, almost as pretty as his wife.
Majestic.
Come, stop yapping at my heels and come on.
So you guys are gonna walk over to the west side of town and over to the complex.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I will do another screen share here then. And there you go. So this is the block known as the complex. Okay. So building A, this large one here on this corner, is the dog and bastard. It's kind of appropriate. It makes you guys think of Ironside and his pit bull. It's a tavern anyway. The next one beside it there, building B, is a house. C, on the other corner there, is the warehouse, which I mentioned to you earlier, Ironside. You know for a fact that the gang used to use that, or was using that for bits of smuggling and such. Building D, then, here on the kind of east side, is the scribe. E is the potter. Building F on the south and south side of the block is the butcher. Building G, another very large building there, is the carpenter. H then here is another house. This is just a wall in between G and H there, and then this is the courtyard in the middle. So what you know anyway about this place is that the hand had taken over and converted this entire block. Like I said, businesses are run by employees of the gang, but are otherwise legitimate. Shop workers, basically, shop workers are all aware of who owns the place, but they're not involved in any of the business except for maybe the little bit of smuggling at the warehouse. And they were all pretty well paid for their loyalty to the gang. I would actually like, well, you guys can tell anyway as you approach, you can see right away that all the homes and businesses seem to be closed and empty as far as you can tell from outside. I would also like everyone to make architecture checks. That's a D6 skill roll. Unless you're a dwarf or a specialist, you're only going to have a 1 in 6 chance anyway.
I rolled a 6, so no.
Nope.
Oh, nailed it. Got a 1.
Got a 4.
I got a 5.
Okay, so Max, though, you notice. All the windows around the outside of this complex are blocked by strong iron bars. It's a feature that's not present on any of the other nearby buildings and marks the entire complex as very unusual. Are you guys all fighters, by the way?
No, I am.
Oh, and a halfling. Halfling and 4 fighters, right?
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking. Okay, cool. No specialists or anything.
So yeah, I'll take note of that and I'll point and say to Redemption, look at that, boss. Looks like they've barred up all the windows.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet here. Although you do see there is activity going on in other surrounding businesses and homes, but
It's the warehouse we're most interested in. Maybe there's a way in if we go round and check out the courtyard from inside. Is there a door to the warehouse? There should be something, or does...
all of them have doors. All of them have doors. The courtyard. Okay, there is an alley, like on the west side there, on Willow Lane. There's thick wooden double doors that block entry, though, and as you look, they're secured with a chain and padlock.
Should we knock?
Hmm.
No. I take that as a no then.
I say we just break our way in.
Yeah. I'll heft my mace and kind of plop it into my left hand. Shall I?
Halfling's just nodding at you.
All right. So that's all the information I need. I'll take a big swing at this lock with my mace.
Sounds good. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me. What's your open doors kind of skill at?
Oh, right. I don't know. Oh, it's a 1.
Okay, that's good enough. Boom, you smash the lock right off the chain, and the chain falls off the door.
Bam.
With the rattling sound as it piles up on the ground.
I'll just
Cobblestone
crack my
elevator.
neck, trying to look cool.
Yeah, I'll say to Ulfric, I didn't know you knew how to pick locks.
My skills are myriad.
Let me pull up another map here for the courtyard, and I presume then you're going to push the doors open and go in, guys, or are you going to stand here and talk about how cool Ulfric looks?
Are there any other people around on the street?
Not too much around this street. Across the street, yes, but like pretty much, it seems like people are not coming over to these buildings. They're not bothering with.
Are there any sort of businesses on the other side of the street? Any
Sure.
shops?
Absolutely.
I'll go up to a shop and get chatting to the shopkeeper and just ask him if he noticed when they closed up on this side of the street and if he saw anything.
He says, well, yeah, it's all been closed up for a few days now. Let's see what else do people really know about the area. Yep, everything's been closed and empty for the last few days, it seems. There's...
Any idea why? Or see anything happening before they closed up?
He looks kind of at you suspiciously. Who are you? Why are you so concerned?
One of my sons worked there.
Worked where?
In the he worked for the Dog and Bastard.
Really?
I'm not sure which one he was.
Well, then surely you know who owns these places. You know.
I've heard, but still, have you seen why they've closed up?
He looks around and he just kind of leans closer. He says, "Well, rumor has it that the Hand made a really big score recently on some noble's house. Brought back their treasures there. I don't know the inner workings, and I don't want to know, but last few days anyway, nobody's been going in, coming out. All the employees locked up the shops and went home, and they haven't reopened for several days. One of my friends works with the carpenter. You see that blue flag flying up on the flag post around the complex? You'll see those from every side. He told me that means there's trouble and that they're not to report to work until the flag is lowered. But if any of those witches women come around, you didn't hear that from me.
Sure enough. Of course.
Would you like to buy a vase?
He checks his pockets. I'll buy one when I come out. He says.
Right. Well, get out of here, then, you cheap bastard! And he winks at you, really obviously. Goddamn beggars coming in here! I told you I can't help you. Get out!
Now you mind your language, you. I'm from London, the sirloin steak of cities, not this foggy, fetid piss bowl of a shithole. And you shut your mouth and watch who you're talking to, you devil-tempered bog hopper. And then
he does shut up, actually, and he's actually looking pretty intimidated. And
right.
Yeah. So once I've smacked the lock off this thing, I'm just going to walk straight in. That'll be my intention.
Yeah, man, me too.
I want to spend a little time out here having broken the lock.
Exactly. I would have also walked into the courtyard.
Same.
Okay. Let me pull up the map of the courtyard here. Oops, let me present it again to everyone. There we go. Okay, now you can all see that, yeah? You can see my cursor moving around here, yeah? Over here by the compass. This is the alleyway you're walking through.
Mm-hmm.
You're coming into the courtyard. You can see there's a tree over here. There's a little kind of cart over there.
Crate in the middle.
So in the yard, you see 5 large guard dogs.
Just free roaming around.
They look really hungry, and they look at you immediately and are growling. You also notice that there must have been 7 at one time, because you can see, you can see there were 6 at one time. Sorry, you can see the remains of one near the tree. That's been, chewed and gnawed up. It's pretty much just bones and a little bit of,
Fucking hell.
teeth and such.
Ironside, you see a butcher over there in your travels?
And these dogs are growling at you, and they're moving towards you slowly.
Yeah, I'm backing up slowly with 2 swords drawn.
I'm going to start backing up, but I'm also going to try and take a little bit of food out of my pack and throw it on the ground in front of me.
I'm going to draw my weapons and get between the retreating party members and the dogs.
Is the butcher open or closed?
Or from outside?
Yeah.
Everything on this block seems to be closed.
Oh, okay. I also have some rations in my pack, and I'm
Like dried jerky or something? Some dried meats?
Yeah, I'm going to take some out and see if
Just
that
toss it
might
to the side.
interest them.
Throw some meat out, throw some food out to them?
The idea would be to kind of throw it and have them fight over it. That would be my...
Yeah, throw it in the opposite direction that we need to go.
Okay. Where do you want to go? You can see, there are several doors here. On the courtyard, there's a door to the carpenter, there's a door to the house on Willow Lane, the Dog and Bastard, the house on Cow Hill, the warehouse, the scribe, the potter, and also the butcher. They all have doors that enter onto the courtyard. They're all closed.
Well, Ulfric wants to go to the warehouse, but he gets this tug in his brain, convincing him the scribe is the way to go. So that's what
That's where I want to go to.
So you want to biff that dry jerky off to the left, maybe, towards the Dog and Bastard.
Yeah.
Fitting. Give us a free run past the tree and into the scribe. The doors are all closed, you said, yeah?
Yep, they're all closed.
But there's like signs out front or something that's telling us what these locations are?
No, it's just from your knowledge from checking out the complex from the outside. I mean, really, it's...
Cool. So yeah, I'm ready to sprint.
And Ironside knows the city, so he can kind of tell you too which building should be where.
I would think, as with our knowledge of dogs, that we throw the food to them, but running may not be a good idea because dogs chase people who run. But we can still walk quickly with purpose.
You're too smart, my friend. I totally would have ran. And I start to hedge myself over to the right to put some bodies between myself and off to the left. Be lured.
Sure.
And I look like I'm still about to sprint.
I will say that Ironside will join you guys about this time too. He'll come back across. Ironside, you will have seen that they have broken the lock off of the door in the alleyway, and they're walking through it.
I'll be chatting to them, telling them what I've learnt when I see the dogs and shut up.
So you toss the food bits off, and it seems to work. The dogs go for the food, and they're chewing at it greedily and snapping at each other a bit, fighting over it. And you guys can edge your way over to the door, which you believe leads to the scribe.
You know what, Ian? I'm not going to go in. I'm going to climb up that tree.
Nice.
That's by the scribe, and I'm going to conceal myself, and I'm going to watch the courtyard while they're inside.
Okay, so you climb up in the tree. That's fine.
Yep.
Fucking monkey. And I walk inside.
And I'll tell you guys, I'll be like, don't worry, I got your backs, lads.
And after he said that, I'll lift him up so he can grab the lowest branch and pull himself up because he's only a halfling.
Yeah, but you forget, man, I'm strong as hell. Like, once my hands touch that limb, you just see an amazing feat of strength.
Yeah, no, After seeing you jumping for that lowest branch for half a minute, I'll lift him up and let him grab it. Bloody carnival freak show.
Yeah, so I'll just try the door, see if it works.
It's locked.
Initially. Okay, then I will immediately and without consulting anybody begin smashing it with my mace.
Okay, roll a d6.
All right. Nope. 4.
Alright, let's shoulder this in. It can't be that strong. Because the building look dilapidated or anything? The door doesn't look that structurally sound, does it?
No, it's pretty good, yeah. This is the complex that the Tenebrous Hand have made their headquarters in. Everything's pretty secure. It's pretty strong.
I'm going to attempt to shoulder the door, even with the lock still intact.
Roll d6.
I did not succeed. I rolled 3, needing a
Okay,
2.
so he's tried to smash it with his mace. It's not working. You've tried to shoulder it. It's not working.
Oh, can I try an open door?
Mm-hmm.
Pick the lock. No,
You
after
lock too, you could try that too.
so after shouldering it, I would go into like a defensive posture and watch to see if those dogs would be approaching.
Quick question: did anybody close the doors behind them that led out from the alleyway?
I did not.
Okay.
No, I figured it wasn't possible since we smashed it.
Well, you smashed the chain off of it. You could still close the doors, but that's fine.
Oh, actually, sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you said I had smashed
fine.
the handle of the door.
I purposefully left it open to lure my prey to me as I wait in the tree.
So as Warwick is about to pick the lock, I'm definitely on defensive guard to make sure those dogs.
Are you going to do tinkering or open doors there, Dave?
I
Open
was
doors is trying to force it. Tinkering is trying to pick it.
Well, I've got a 3 and 6 on open doors.
Yeah, so go for open doors, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go for that. It's one of my boosted common activities, so...
Mm.
Sure, you're a big, strong lad.
Yeah, not very good looking and not necessarily very wise, but yeah, I'm strong chap.
Cool.
Yeah, you guys get to add your strength to that open doors too, by the way. I don't know if...
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
But, yeah. So, like, if you have a +1 strength, then that makes it a 2 in 6 chance to open instead of 1.
Right. So 3 would have succeeded then for me.
Would it?
Yeah.
Well, let's see if Dave succeeds
Yeah,
first. If he succeeds, I'll say you weakened it for him.
I bounced off like a little pussy that I am.
Damn, I got 4.
Didn't loosen it enough.
So the door is now pretty fucked up from you guys all bashing on it at different times.
I'm gonna yell down at him. Use your legs.
Ironside kicks it.
Roll open doors. What's your strength?
Yep. I've got a +2, so I open it.
You kick. So Ironside walks up and kicks it right open. Then it was already pretty banged up, and the hinge was kind of loose, and the wooden frame around it was kind of breaking. And then he walks up and smashes it open.
London beef for you. None of this foreign muck that you've been eating.
Now, hang on a second.
Yeah, straight in.
Got one here for the scribe.
Straight in there, no kissing.
The spoils to the victor, Ironsides. After you.
Ironside goes in.
I follow him. Again, keeping my eye on those dogs.
Yeah,
Phobia.
I follow as well. The dogs aren't going to be eating for too long.
Okay. And here you go, the scribes. You're coming in through this door from the courtyard. You can see some stairs there which lead up on your left. I guess I ought to open the proper page too and tell you exactly what happens in here. Okay.
Close the door behind you.
Yes. Close the door.
You can close it, but it won't latch.
Okay. Then my immediate thought would be to go through this other door and close that door behind us.
Up into the second room.
So the shop anyway contains plenty of ink, paper, quills, and other such equipment. So lots of bookish stuff. Okay.
No riches in that.
Yeah, there's stairs on your left, and there's a door ahead of you, which you see there. So you said you're going to go up through there, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me see, is that door locked? No, that door is not locked. Okay, that door's open, so you can walk into there.
I'm
I'll
going
be sure
to stand vigil at the staircase. I was like, hurry on, scout the
You can see
place.
a few desks in there, some papers, pen, ink, quills, etc. And then there's windows and a door leading out to the street. The
I'll
windows,
take-
like I said, are barred on the outside. So
Just take a second to see what's written on these papers. Is there anything written on them?
nothing of any interest. No.
Okay. It's okay. I thought it might have been to do with like where they've gone. Hmm. I'll have a quick look under the tables.
So this is basically a place for illiterate people to come get letters written and for books to be transferred from one to another type of thing.
It's scribe. It's exactly what it says on the cover.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, it looks like this is like the ground floor in the shop. We should go upstairs, maybe.
Agreed.
So as these guys come back out through, I'll lead the way up the stairs as stealthily as possible. We haven't heard anything. Everything's still like dead silent.
Yeah, you don't hear anything inside here. And as you're sitting in the tree, Morel, the dogs have finished what bits of scraps of food they were thrown, and they now go around. In fact, they sniff around and come over to the tree and stand at the bottom of the tree looking up to you, growling and barking.
Oh, like I can't try to conceal myself?
Well, how would you conceal your scent? Describe to me how you would conceal your scent.
I would rub I'd rub shit from the tree on me.
Okay, roll a stealth for me.
Go all like swart.
Oh yeah, I'm a halfling, so I have a 5 out of 6. I got a 3.
In that case, then, forget what I said. When they finish the scraps, they sniff around and they walk through the double doors out onto the alleyway and out onto the street.
And I'll just I'll smile as the dogs walk out.
Mm-hmm. If you want, you can even go and close the doors behind them.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Yep. The door latch, no problem. The chain is broken, but you can still close the door. So.
Yeah, I'll close the door and giving a little whistle as I walk back across the courtyard, I'll go inside the scribe.
Cool. Okay, so as you all walk upstairs, there's a bit of a kind of a landing above, just where the stairs come up, and then there is a door to the east leading to another room. Hang on a second here. Actually, could you guys also? No, that's fine. Yeah, I'll just fix this myself. Don't worry. If I can. Okay, I can't. Oh well, fuck it. I'll just go for it. There's no way around it without screen share. So here you go to the first floor. You come up the stairs, and there's a door on the east wall. Leads into a room. It's open. It's an office. There is a large safe, this big black square, that you can see. There's a desk with a nice chair in the corner. There's another door on the south bit there as well.
Do the big S's represent secret doors?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just going to go to the immediate obvious door and start scouting about. This seems more, like I say, more of a living area.
Do you want to start searching for secret doors?
If there's obviously like a dresser misplaced or a curtain, I will look behind it, but I won't be using my elf abilities to spot secret doors.
Seeing that safe though would definitely, behind the mask, my eyes light up, and I'll go over to that immediately and see what I can do with it.
Yeah, I'm going to the safe.
Looking at the papers and stuff as well here to see if there's anything that's personal, not like work materials, but more personal
It's
notes.
really nothing of any real interest, unfortunately.
I can't read anyway, so I wouldn't know.
Before we
out
start,
there is just kind of like there's a bed, dresser, there's a nice chair and a fireplace or something over there too. So, but
is there anything of interest in the bedroom?
no, it's pretty boring place, honestly.
Okay.
Except for that safe.
The safe. Yeah, the safe.
So as these guys are working on a safe, I'm just sitting at the foot of the bed, and I pull out like a little piece of paper, and I'm rolling up some like spit licking type of cigarette.
It's a keyed safe, so it's got a key lock on it. It's not like a combination or anything. It's just a key lock.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Morel knows how poor some of these merchants are, so he's going to look at Ulfric and say, let's try to weasel it away from the wall and see if this thing even has a back on it.
Yes. So I'll set my legs and try and pull it away from the wall if I can.
It's heavy as hell. Go ahead and roll on open doors.
Okay.
Can I assist him?
Yeah, sure. They'll give you +1 to his roll.
So they'll give me a 4, which is what I rolled.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. You managed to pull it away from the wall. You're straining as hard as you can, both of you, but you do manage to pull it away from the wall a little bit. And yes, it does indeed have a back.
Okay.
You managed to move it like 3 inches.
Yeah. Okay, how are we going to open this bad boy? What are we going to do here? I don't think one mace is going to cut it.
I'll tell you right now, if you're testing it, you'll see, you're not going to be able to break this thing open.
Find a key.
Or pick the lock.
What pick the lock is tinkering, is it?
Mm-hmm. It is indeed.
All right, well, I can't do that. I have no idea.
No skills in that way.
I know what I'm doing. I saw my friend, I saw a little, what was your last character called, Troy?
It was Polly.
Yep, I saw Polly do it once. I'm going to have a go.
Okay.
I get a bit of bent wire and stick it in the hole and wiggle around.
Roll a d6.
2.
No, unfortunately, it doesn't work.
Can I have a go?
Sure, go for
it. Why not? I have a minor amount of experience of getting out of people's bedrooms. A 1.
Come on.
You got it. Excellent. So you managed to wiggle around, and you see what Ironside's doing, and you're like, let me have a go. And you're feeling a little bit more coordinated and dexterous than he is. And click, click, boom, the thing gives, and the door starts to slide open. And a needle slips out and pricks you in the hand. Make a poison save, please.
Oh,
shit.
Just clear.
Were you wearing gauntlets by chance?
No.
Oh dear.
You fall unconscious.
Okay.
But did the door open?
But the door is open.
The door's
right?
open, yeah. The door's open.
The good
He
news
gets
is
pricked and he just drops unconscious.
Sorry, Dave. We have priorities here.
Pushing the halfling out of the way if possible when I'm looking to the safe.
Stop it, you're hurting him! And I'll try to pull Dave away from the safe, and I'll start smacking him on the cheek. Wake up! Wake up!
He's out. So you're looking inside the safe there, Ulfric.
Yeah.
There's a bag.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bundle of, like large things of paper folded up. You can see like kind of folders of accounts, and you see a key.
Okay, well, all that sounds boring except for the bag. I don't care about information, I care about money. So I'll pick up the bag.
You don't care about keys?
Well, yeah, I do, but someone else will get that.
Okay, so you grab the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Did he get poked on the hand?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
You hear the clinking of coins as you pick up the bag.
Oh, sweet baby.
It's got silver in it.
I want to make a tourniquet using part of my cloak and try to cut off circulation on his arm.
Okay.
I'm going to tie that sucker tight.
Excellent.
And I'm going to look at those guys. What the hell are you assholes doing? He's dying.
Merely looks sleepy to me, and I get up from the bed and start walking out towards the others in the room.
I'll have a look at his hand and see if I can see any needle or dart, pull it out and wash his wound with some of my wine.
As you do so, you notice he's still breathing. He just seems to be deeply asleep, and you can't seem to wake him.
There's a perfectly good bed over here.
Yep. I'll put him in the bed.
How about you, Ulfric? What did you find there?
Bit of money.
118 silver pieces in that bag.
Okay.
Bit.
There's a key in here and some documents.
You'll find it. Yeah, the bundle anyway is a sketch and annotated floor plans of local buildings. You also find business accounts, legitimate and not so much, and the key.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take the lot. Ulfric can read, so he'll just kind of peruse briefly and see what's involved and think, yeah, these could come in handy.
Does it say anything about the hit? The last hit? What's the last entrance? Or does it say anything about any of the local... they hit a noble house recently. Does it say... Is there any information about a local noble house that has more recent information written down?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Why not? I'll tell you what it says. You do find some floor plans to a home of a merchant named William Burnaby. You also notice that there is a secret room in the house marked on the map. And it also, there's a sign on, or it's written in hand on the bottom, William Burnaby, merchant, member of Brotherhood of Puss.
What?
Brotherhood of Puss. Are you reading this aloud, Ulfric?
Yeah, I would be, yeah.
Sounds like a delightful place. A delightful brotherhood. Maybe another gang. What say you, Ironside? Any idea what this Brotherhood of Puss is?
Have I heard of this Brotherhood of Puss?
No, definitely not.
Sounds more like a religious thing to me.
Cultish, eh? Fucking English.
Seeing as I'm still asleep and missing this, I'll just, in my sleep, just pop to the bathroom for 1 second.
Yeah, the thing is, why don't we all just take a quick bio break? You guys want to take
Sure.
5?
Yeah.
Get
That's
some
good.
toilet, etc.
Okay.
Yeah, the Brotherhood of Puss sounds like a great bunch, doesn't it? That's P-U-S, by the way, Puss. You enjoying yourself, Caius?
Oh, yeah.
Aren't you glad you failed to open the safe?
It's the lucky dice rolls that's kept him alive. Fail when you need to fail, succeed when you need to succeed.
Figured it was appropriate that Redemption's missus would be a very charismatic sort.
Yes. Oh yeah, I like the family reunion. Looking forward to meeting my lad. Alright, I'm heading off.
Yeah, she couldn't exactly be happy to see you.
Be back in a minute.
All right, see you in a minute. Okay. Okay. See, I did not win the free copy of World of the Lost, but that's okay. You see that at the Google Plus page? The guy was giving away a copy of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd ordered it anyway, so.
Oh, so did I. But if I wanted, I was going to give it to Troy.
Yeah, that's
You
cool.
can't get print copies over there in Canada very easily.
Yeah. I think, as I mentioned on the page, I mean, with as you saw with the free RPG day, if anybody manages to get copies of Slugs.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that. I have to find out. I need to contact our local. There's only one store that I know of in the city that.
Yeah.
Do they do free RPG day, Boyd?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think so. They're not really an RPG store, you know.
There's such a
There's one in Coventry, which is the nearest city to me, which is about an hour away. I follow their page, and there's one in Birmingham as well, which is my home city originally, and they possibly do it. So I think I might contact them in advance to see whether they're taking part and whether they do Lamentation stuff.
Right.
That's the other thing. It's like the shop that's in Dublin kind of barely caters to RPGs anyway, and then certainly not to something as kind of niche as Lamentations, you know.
Escape games in Coventry, I think, do, and certainly the one in Birmingham definitely does. So I'll contact them in advance just to see whether they're covering it and just to see whether it's possible they could put a couple of copies to one side, because otherwise, as we all know, they'll just get snagged and they'll end up on
eBay.
eBay. I mean, better than any man I managed to get from an eBay seller in Canada of all places, and she only charged £6 for it plus a couple of pounds postage.
That's
absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it was really good.
My local gaming store gets them.
Send me
they
a copy, will you?
the Crystal Children one.
If you can get a copy of Slugs for me, I'll be forever grateful.
Well, what I'll try to do, because that store limits you to one per person, I'll just grab a handful of people and make them go with me, and have them all get the Lamentations one.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's what everyone in the group should try and do. And then sort out postage.
Yeah, I bought my copies of World of the Lost and Towers 2 yesterday, as well as the Green Devil Phase 6. So,
same, yeah.
But I was looking, it took me, it wasn't until today that I could get the World of the Lost PDF to open because it's so big, I couldn't open it on my tablet. Because it's a zip file as well, so I had to open it on the computer and figure out how I was going to get it from the computer over to my tablet, but I did eventually.
Because it's full color as well.
Oh yeah, it's 170 odd pages.
Oh wow!
And every page is color.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So they increase the production values a bit.
Yeah, the production value on both of these books is fantastic, for sure.
Yeah.
I imagine the print runs are pretty small, right? For this publisher and
looks like,
designer.
yeah.
I think they're about 400 each, aren't they, or something like that?
Well, there's over 600 of the Towers 2.
Are there?
Like 620 some left, so I don't know how many he did. Maybe he did 750 or something. I'm not sure.
Maybe, yeah.
Figured that was going to be popular, being written by Dave Brocky. You know, that's going to be an instant collector's item, I think.
Yeah, I need to order that ASAP.
So do they put them up on like Amazon UK, or they sell them exclusively from their site?
Via the store. On Amazon UK, there's virtually, I think you can find maybe one copy of Rules and Magic and a copy of Gods and maybe a copy of Stargazer. More stuff seems to turn up on eBay, but for really, it depends. I mean, Isle of the Unknown, I got for £2.
Wow.
About 8 months ago, because some guy down in the southwest, I think in Bristol, had put it up for sale, and no one was really kind of buying Lamentation stuff then.
Wow.
So it was £2 plus I think £1.60 postage, and it was absolutely brand new and unused.
But then you'll see a copy of like Death, Love, Doom, which is like a 12-page paper, staple deal, and you'll see it on there for 175, 175 euro. So
there's some crazy seller on eBay UK who's I think he's international, and he's got a load of stuff that he's trying to sell for just ridiculous prices. I mean, yeah, like you say, 90 euro, 100 euro, and it's not even stuff that's necessarily that hard to get. The lucky one is Grindhouse.
yeah.
Grindhouse. It was about my 6th bid before I 6 sort of different listings before I finally won it, and I won it finally a couple of months back at the lowest price.
Hmm. Man, if I hadn't seen that listing, you'd have paid more for it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was pure luck to get it for. It was about £32, I think I got it for, and purely because I think most people in the UK that was after it had already got it on previous listings. So it was just pure luck, and it was excellent.
I'm still looking out for it. If you ever see a copy, let me know. Drop me a PM.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I make a point with the group of any time I see the listing to let people know. I think someone.
Now that you have your own, anyway.
No, I did it previously because it was up to about. I think I put it on the site to say there's an hour to go or something like that when I saw it, and it was like 50 odd pounds by
really?
then. Somebody got it, but. Yeah,
cool.
with this one, yeah, I was bidding on it, so I did keep a bit quiet on that one, I admit. But now I've got it. Other ones will come out, and it seems to be the same seller that gets hold of them. He's a seller down in Bristol, and this is about the 2nd or 3rd one that he's sold. So I'll always keep an eye out on these things, and I'll post it as soon as I see if another one comes up, because they will do.
Cool. All right, well, I suppose we're all back now. We shall resume the adventure. What do you guys want to do next now? You've got the key, you've got the silver, you're in the scribe.
I'm still unconscious.
Oh, yeah. Edmund is unconscious. He's starting to snore lightly on the bed.
Yeah, we should work on waking him up somehow.
It's going to be a waiting game. You try everything you can. You try splashing some water on his face. You teabag him. Nothing works.
All right, waiting around doesn't interest me.
I'm joking.
Yeah, I volunteer to put one shoulder over or one arm over my shoulder and drag him. If someone will do the same.
Yep. Oh well, it's not going to be me. I'm too short.
No. Ironsides, all for it. Grab the other side.
I'm gonna look at Ironsides though and go, oh yeah. By the way, boss, I got rid of those dogs for you, and I wink at him.
You're the alpha dog in the pack.
Yeah, I'll howl. Woohoo! At like a little kid howling.
Right. I'll take the other side of Warwick, and I reckon to the warehouse next.
So Copper and Redemption are carrying work between them?
That's right.
How do you want to get to the warehouse? You want to go down out to the courtyard and try to go to the back door that way?
Unless we stumble across a secret door on the way out.
I tell you what, all conscious members, not including the 2 that are carrying...
My eyes were just fine.
So basically just Ulfric and Maximilian. I'll let you each roll a quick search check. If either one of you rolls a 1, I'll let you find one of the secret doors on the way out.
Not me.
Okay. Let me see if my dice stream will work. I'll do it on dice stream. Nope, it's a 4.
Nope, so you're going back down to the courtyard.
Okay.
And do you want me to pull up the courtyard map again, or do you just want?
No, we'll just go north up to the warehouse doors and try the mace key.
I would imagine that we're behind dragging this large fellow.
You're gonna try that key that you have, yeah, Lloyd?
Yeah, I might as well.
It does not work.
Okay.
It's not for this anyway.
No problem. Then I'll try the maze key.
Okay, so roll your open doors. And you got a +2 strength, yeah?
Yeah. I got it.
You get a 3 chance. You get it? Boom!
Yeah.
You bust the door open. Okay, I'm pulling up my my little map here for the warehouse. Great, and then I will screen share that for you all. This is like the most prepared I've ever been for a session. I went and got all these maps ready, and
Yeah, it shows. It's cool.
You cut them from the PDF, did you?
Yeah, I did. I just copied them, but I don't usually go to this kind of detail. There you go. So, let's see here. You guys are here. This door, courtyard. You'll see the sign there. This little walkway thing is just kind of goes. It's actually right up above your heads as you walk in. Okay,
Right.
It goes over it a little bit here, and you can see the stairs lead up to the walkway. So, the warehouse.
It goes up over the door.
Oh, actually, I'm looking at it here. Sorry, the back doors didn't even have a lock on them. My apologies.
Okay.
So let's retcon it. There was no lock on them, but they were secured on the inside with a thick wooden door, thick wooden bar, which you were able to smash open with your mace eventually. So you've destroyed this door essentially to get in.
Mm-hmm.
So, like all of the Hands holdings, the warehouse is a legitimate business, although sometimes used to smuggle a small amount of contraband. So looking around here now, you can see there are lots of goods piled up in here. Various look like probably legal goods. You don't see anything illicit. There's a wooden walkway running around the southern part of the building at a height of about 10 feet. Hanging from a noose tied to this walkway, you can see what you guess to be either a worker here or a member of the gang or something.
Hanging from a noose.
Yeah, he's hanging from a noose. It looks like he's hung himself or been hung. He's wearing a belt which has a key hanging from it and also a dagger in a scabbard. At the far end of the walkway, you see there's let's see here. Oh no, it's on the upper floor. Sorry. So yeah. So pretty much that's all you see in here. Yeah, a bunch of goods, a body hanging from the walkway with a key and a dagger hanging from his belt, and then stairs leading up to the walkway if you want to go up and walk around up there as well.
Yeah, I would have put Warwick down in one of the corners against one of the crates, and I would have just started scurrying about and moving things and just looking into the crates that I could and to see if there was anything of value in there.
Yeah. I can take the key.
You're gonna go up and take the key off his belt? Okay, you take the key. I presume you guys must have laid Edmund down somewhere while you're walking around searching the place. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the large crates. I would have propped them up against it somewhere there.
It's like Weekend at Bernie's in here or something.
Nice.
I want to cut the body down and search the pockets and everything else.
I'll go up to the gantry or whatever overhead.
No, the only things of interest he has on him is the key and the dagger. And it's really just a dagger. It's not even something really of interest. It's just the only thing of value that was worth mentioning on him.
What kind of belt is he wearing?
And just to keep this ongoing thing running, I'll hold up the halfling so he can cut this thing down because he won't be able to reach from down there, will he?
It's a good point. Yeah, I mean the guy's hanging him.
Well, wait, he's hanging from a rafter.
Yeah, the walkway's 10 feet up, so he can reach his legs. He might be able to jump up and grab onto the guy's belt. Yeah. But yeah, to try to cut him down, you'd have to hold him up.
Yeah, so he holds me up, I'll cut him, and then I'm going to check the belt.
Just a leather belt.
Is it nice though? Like, is this a commons man belt or a fancier belt?
No, it's nothing fancy.
Okay.
There's no distinguishing clothing, sashes, or anything that would mark this guy as being a gang member.
Well, looking at his clothing, he actually looks more like he's probably a gang member than he is a typical warehouse worker. Yeah.
But does he have anything like costume or uniform?
Suddenly,
No,
I go, how old is he? How old is he? And I'm looking at his face. Does he look at all like me?
No, he's not your son.
No.
He's too old. Was too old. He's not quite dead.
How dead? Like, how long has he been dead?
Not quite dead, you say?
No, he smells pretty ripe. He's been dead a few days.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go up to the walkway.
Okay.
have a look around.
So when you get up and look around up there, at the end of the walkway, kind of almost just over where the door was that you guys came in, there's a ladder which seems to lead to roof access.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll go up.
You go up. Okay, you get up to the roof, and you can see that this is where the signal flagpole is, with the big tall flagpole that you can see from all four sides of the block with the big blue flag flying from it.
Interesting. Anything else?
Roll a search check.
And did Ironside share that information that he got from the vase maker with the party?
I think you did, yeah.
I got a 2 on my search. I don't think that's good.
And roll another one. 2 checks.
This one's a 4.
Okay, yep, that's everything.
Okay. Okay. I have no reason to take down that flag, so I won't. And I'll just go back down inside.
Okay, so you've been searching through all of these boxes and crates and stuff, Copper. You reckon there's probably
I'll have joined him after a bit.
probably about 5,000 silver pieces worth of various goods, textiles and cloths and stuff of that sort, All legal goods. Way too much
Fanciest
shit to
thing.
just carry around.
Fanciest thing I can find, and I'm going to toss it to Ironside and say, a gift for your wife.
Sure, a Persian rug, why not?
Okay. Something a little smaller, maybe.
Okay, then a nice new Persian shawl, maybe?
Sure. I drape it over his shoulders like a gift for your wife. She needs a little
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you know your way around the ladies. Though why they approach anyone so ginger, I've no idea.
Offer a sly smile and tap my my leg between my hip and my kneecap.
Andrew, were you saying something?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up the ladder myself.
Okay. Yep, you go up there, you're on the roof, and you can see you're on the roof of the warehouse, and you can see the signal flagpole there.
I'm just going to I'm gonna poke around as well, see if I see anything.
Oh yeah, roll me 2 search checks, please, on the way.
No, both fail. So
Nope, nothing else of any interest, so.
I'm gonna look down the hatch and I'm gonna go, "Hey men, I see the flagpole. Should I pull it down, down, down?"
No.
So I hear no outfield there. Why not? Not.
He's not the brightest guy. But he's seen a little bit of the little guy's mentality. And my reason for not pulling it down is because I don't want to attract the rest of the gang back to the base. But I don't think that would work on the rabid Chihuahua. He wants to have a fight. So I just stay quiet.
We should stop shouting.
You hear. I will come down the stairs, walk over the top, and say, "What?"
Nice.
Okay, well, we haven't found any evidence in here. What's next? The bar? Carpenter?
You got another key.
We do have a key, yeah. We haven't found anything to open it.
You have one key now, Ulfric, and I think you took the other key. Was it, who took that other key?
Ironside.
Ironside, okay.
I go back and pick up work again, or attempt to.
I'll go outside and try the doors. If they're not opening with the key, just try them all, see if anything opens.
With the key that you have?
Yeah.
So you're going around the corridor checking all the doors, and your key does not work on any of them.
Okay.
Are there any locked chests in here or not?
No.
Okay. Then let's.
The only locked thing in here is the front door, which leads out to the street.
Does my key work on that?
It does.
Okay, having established that it unlocks it, I'll relock it and
Okay.
pocket it.
Good to know.
So I'm gonna go to Redemption and I'm gonna try to explain it to him. Now here's my idea, Redemption. We lower the flag, but only for a moment. As soon as one comes, we grab him, and we beat the secrets out of him, and then we put the flag back up. No one will ever suspect a thing. What do you think?
I think we should carry on checking around here first.
There's a
and
minor
then...
flaw with that plan because it's just now starting to get dark.
Oh, we're losing light. We better do it.
Which means, more than likely, if you do it, people aren't going to report to work until the next day anyway.
I reckon we continue to check, and if we don't find anything searching tonight, we try it tomorrow morning or sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, he nods at that.
Yeah, let's search the rest of the place.
Where are you guys going next?
The house. We'll go around in sort of order.
Which house? There's the house on the north side, which is the house on Cow Hill, or the house on the west side, real close to the other where you came in, which is the house on Willow Lane.
House on Cow Hill, because that's the next in
Just
the
right
sort of
next
anti-clockwise order. I reckon we go anti-clockwise until we sort of find something.
Very good. Let me just pull up the map for the house on Cow Hill.
I'll get my mace ready.
Now let's see. How long has it been? I'm going to say it's been a little over an hour maybe since Edmund passed out. He's still sleeping and snoring.
Okay, definitely not being gentle with him, like be bumping into things and I'm jostling him as we go. You know, a random slap here and there just to see if I can get him to come to.
It's not working, unfortunately, but you know, you're giving him a good fucking slapstick anyway. When he wakes up, he's gonna be a little bit sore.
I'm complaining about his sleeping on the job, and now he's only going to get a fraction of the earnings that we get.
So you go to the courtyard door. How are you gonna try to open it?
Mace.
Try the key first.
I tried the key on all the doors.
You didn't try your key, guys.
I'll try my key.
It opens.
Ah. I look a little bit. Actually, I don't have an expression because I'm wearing a mask, but I kind of slump my shoulders in disappointment.
I'll look at you and say, "Don't worry about it, Tin Can. I knew you had it."
Sorry, I'm on the wrong page. What fucking page is the house on Haunted Hill on? Oh, it's back here. Sorry. Here, House on Haunted Hill, House on Cow Hill. I'm thinking of a movie, aren't I? Okay. Yeah, so your key opens that back door from the courtyard, and you can see here on the map, okay, there it is in the south, almost southeast corner. You can see the stairs which lead up to the first floor, the ground floor. It looks like there was a meal being prepared before being abandoned. The remains are now rotten, and the stink fills this room. You can also get the hint of a worse smell coming from upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Straight upstairs. The mask suggests that smell might be pleasant, and I make my way upstairs.
Ulfric starts working his way right upstairs.
I'll follow.
Okay, and Redemption goes straight up behind him.
Ulfric, this smells worse than your Danish food that you eat.
As Redemption lets go of Warwick, it's just following upstairs. You see, I kind of like put him in like a bear hug at this point because I can't lift his full body weight by myself. And I kind of just like, half squat walk my way over to what looks like that box in the bottom left corner there. And I kind of
set him up against that. Okay, what about you, Morel? What are you doing?
Once they go up the stairs, Morel is going to turn and look at Warwick, who's just laying there unconscious, and hold his finger up to his lips and make the silent sound. And I'm going to go back out the door and return to the flagpole.
No, I'm like, come back here, you bastard, come back. But I don't chase him down. I follow the other three upstairs.
Okay, Copper, since you stayed down here longer, you notice that on the table, that big round table beside the stairs, there's a small leather-bound book.
I go and I look at it. It looks like it's something out of place, does it? Looks like it's some kind of ledger, does it?
You gonna pick it up and have a look at it?
Sure.
Okay. Well, those guys are going upstairs, so let's get to them first.
Bye, Copper.
Uh,
So you guys heading up to the second floor, or first floor. Sorry, American. Forgive me. You come up into this little kind of hallway. There's a door to the left, a door to the west, door to the north, and a door to the east. Which way do you want to go?
Where's the smell coming from? Can I tell?
Yeah, it's coming from behind the door to the north.
That's where I want to go.
Yep, check that one first.
I've got a bizarre compulsion to go and check out the smell.
So you go up there, but the door is locked.
Okay.
I'll try my key. And if that doesn't work, we can try yours.
Your
Yeah.
key, unfortunately, does not open this door.
What about me?
Your key does not open this door.
Okay, mace.
Mace it.
Yeah, got it. 3.
You can hear Copper and Morel saying something down below, or you hear Copper saying something to Morel down below, but you're not sure what he's saying. And yeah, so you rolled a 3.
Yes, sir.
You smash the door open. And you can see a man in the room. He is, it looks like he's bashed out his own brains and he's lying against the stone fireplace. Pinned to the wall above the desk, you see a map of the city with various locations marked, much like the map I showed you earlier. On the desk, there is a rough map as well, which is labeled the Brotherhood of Pus. And on top of that, there is a letter as well. On the bed, you see a ring of keys. And I will quickly here show you the letter, if anybody picks it up. Does anybody pick up the letter?
Oh, yeah.
Where do I have it here? Oh, yes. There it is. Do you read?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. It says, "My dear Christina, I hope that one day you will read this and know that in my final hours my only thoughts are of you and the boys. After what has happened here, I cannot allow anyone to leave, even to deliver a letter, and that may be the one thing that saves the rest of the world from the hell we now face. Please know that we had no inkling of what it was we did, and that my men have sacrificed themselves to contain this evil. I can do no less myself. Pray for me if you must, but from what I have seen here, I cannot believe that this world is the creation of any loving God. Goodbye, my love, Kurt."
Yikes.
I've come across shit like this before. People feeling they're doomed. Usually has to do with witchcraft and sorcery and evil shit.
Yeah, I agree. Looks like they've unleashed something. Something they were so afraid of that they killed themselves.
I'll have a look at this guy who's bashed out his brains. Could this be my
he's not
son?
your son. Also,
Okay.
you know that he signed the letter Kurt.
Ah, right.
And also from what he said in the letter, you assume he is the gang leader. He referred to them as his men.
Do I know of a Christina this might be addressed to?
No,
Okay.
the name Christina doesn't ring any bells for you.
There are loads of Christinas.
This is the first time they're physically seeing this map, though, correct? The one you showed us earlier, which is for our own reference.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not seeing it. I'm just asking.
No, you're looking at the book. Actually, you're looking at the book now at this stage because they've had time to read their letter.
Now, I would have only gave it a cursory glance. If it was numbers or something, I might have looked at it further. But if it was
Oh, you
words,
can
I would.
read, can you?
I cannot. No, I'm completely.
So you have no
completely-
idea what it is.
But yeah, if it's just words within, I would have gathered it up and continued on my
Yeah,
way
it's got a few
upstairs.
drawings. It's got a few drawings inside of. Looks like pornography.
Oh, I like drawings. Definitely pornography drawings. I would have
You're-
scanned those. And then I would have carried the book upstairs to join the others.
Okay, Morel, you went back to the warehouse, yes?
Yeah, correct.
And you went back up to the flagpole.
I did.
And what are you doing?
As I look up at it, I think to myself, the Redemption Ironside I knew would have been itching for a fight. He's lost it. He's no man, but I will better him. As I bring it down, and I will cut it off with my knife when it gets to the bottom and throw it over my back like a cloak.
Nice. Okay. And then what?
I will then
work your way
return.
back to where they were?
Yep.
Okay. So back to you guys. So Copper walks into the room as you're standing there looking at this letter, and you've got the ring of keys, you've got the maps.
What happened to this poor spot? This poor sod here. Now look at him. I'll see if I can see the instrument what he used to smash his face in.
Oh yeah, he's holding a it's like a large kind of brick, like it came out of the stone fireplace. He took out to smash his own head in with.
Also dead for days.
Yeah, he's rank. You've got a strong smell of decay.
Fucking A. What do you make of this guy?
Seems that they unleashed something, and we're afraid of it.
They all fled. I don't see anything to be fearful of.
It has to be to do with this Brotherhood of Puss.
And maybe this will help when I hand over the book.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Flip it open.
Oh, first page identifies it as 50 Shades of Allfire.
Right.
It's a popular but quite poor work of erotic fiction.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Are you going to start to read from it?
Yeah.
Roll a percentile dice, please.
Oh, jeez. So I gave this character a 4 wisdom so I could say yes to every question you asked me.
Nice.
64.
Okay, that's fine. Nothing bad happens to you. Yeah, it's just a poor but popular work of erotic fiction.
Okay.
It's got a few simple pornographic pictures drawn within it. You think it's probably worth about a couple silver pieces to some desperate simpleton who, doesn't have a girlfriend or a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so what is it? What is it, Alfred? What are you reading inside?
It's just a book, just some fiction, just a story.
Well, maybe I'll have it. Hand it back here. I'll use it for lighting a fire sometime. Yes.
I'm sure that's what you'll use it for, you pervert.
And I take it and I tuck it in the back of my belt behind my back.
Okay.
I'm sure Maximilian will enjoy it.
Speak of the devil, Maximilian, you'll come walking in to the bottom, and you'll hear their voices upstairs.
So I'll
Ground floor, there. Second floor. Or first floor, sorry. God damn it.
I'll look at my unconscious friend to see if he's still breathing.
Yeah, he's still breathing, snoring gently. He's got a really peaceful look on his face.
All right, so then I'll walk up the stairs and interject myself, and as I do, I'll flip my cloak back with a smile on my face.
Ew.
Oh, fuck's sake.
What are you wearing there, Maximilian?
You know this. This is my cloak.
It's quite obviously
Oh.
the signal flag that was flying up above the warehouse.
I
You
haven't seen it.
blank firing runtish keg of dynamite.
I'm going to start rolling my shoulders and taking my shield off my back and putting it on my left arm.
I'll loosen my weapon and get ready. Check that the powder's dry in my pistols.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fortunately the weather's been pretty dry, so yeah, you have no problem with that.
So I'll look at Redemption and say, look on the bright side, Redemption. You're going to have a chance to prove what a legend you really are.
I've never tried to be a legend. The redemption Ironside you're talking about never existed, short ass.
The redemption Ironside I knew is dead, but I am a powerful necromancer and I'm going to resurrect him. Just watch.
I'm going to go outside and I'm going to stand like there was like the little kind of walkway into the courtyard. I'm going to stand on the left-hand side behind the wall, so if someone comes in, I'm just going to brain them with a mace.
Okay.
Where we entered was the obvious main entry point to this courtyard, correct? I know there's several others coming through the buildings and entering out, but this was the main courtyard entrance.
Yeah, the only street entrance to the courtyard. I'll go back to the courtyard map now since everybody seems to be heading that way.
Oh yeah, I'm going to look at Copper too and say, what's that?
What's what?
Point at your black book.
Oh, it's nothing.
You guys
I'll
were
show
just
you.
here in the house on Cal Hill.
I'll show you later. I think it's Ironside's wife. I give a little snicker.
So nobody comes. How long are you going to wait?
Is that a well on the sort of north side of the courtyard?
Looks like it anyway, but there's no marking about it or anything here. But yeah, sure. Why, you want to throw Dave down there?
I mean, I'll wait while they continue looking around inside or whatever. I'll basically just keep a guard.
Okay.
I would have dragged Warwick back to that initial scribe building that we had went in and put him like just inside the door.
Okay.
Against the wall on the inside of the door.
Has the cart got anything in it, or the box that's in the courtyard? Are they all abandoned, or?
Yeah,
Right.
it's all shit. Nothing of value. Nothing
Okay.
of value.
Is there just looking at the cart, is there a sort of box under where the passengers sit, where you could hide somebody?
No.
Okay.
There's a direct line straight back to the scribe, right? That's why I chose that place to put him. It's because it would have been like directly opposite of where Ulfric himself would be standing. So after I drop him off there, I would go and get to the other side of the entrance where Ulfric's at one side. I would put my back up against the other with my two swords drawn.
Now, what are you doing, Morel?
I think, unfortunately, because of the fact that we're bringing people that work here, that they can enter from any of the doors in these rooms, so I'm just going to hang out with the bulk of the rest of the party.
Okay, so everybody's pretty much out in the courtyard then, except for Edmund, who is just inside the door to the scribe.
Why have you taken him there? I'll go grab him and bring him back.
Okay.
Nobody reads books. Seemed like the safest place.
I'll look at Carmody and say, from fighting demons to carrying around invalids, oh, how the mighty have fallen.
I get bored waiting to kill. I'm going for a drink, he says, and goes, you the dog and bastard.
Okay, you go up to the back door of the dog and bastard here from the courtyard, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Let's pull this down. Dog and bastard. Dog and bastard. Okay. So how are you opening the door?
I'll try the key.
Your key does work. And you figured now you've opened 3 different buildings with this key. It seems to be some kind of a master key. So it unlocks the door. And you go to push it, and you can feel that it seems to be barred from the inside.
Then I'll throw my weight against it and try and break the bar open. With a 1?
A 1? Yeah, we'll smash right through it. Bam! You smash straight through the barred door, right into this area here. So you're coming from the courtyard. So there's like a little kind of cellar door right underneath you as you smash through. There's a couple barrels in here. Yeah, those are barrels, not wells. That's what they are. Sorry. And there's a couple of doors. So let me see here. What do you see here? Yes, okay. So basically, this here, this little door, there's a narrow wooden staircase so steep that it's almost a ladder leading to the cellar, from which you can smell a very nasty smell. And the door is open. You gonna look down there?
I'll have a look down. Yep.
So it seems to be caused by a very thick pool of acrid black goo.
Ugh.
You see several barrels and crates down there.
Is the goo all over the floor, or is it just in one area?
No,
Is
it's
it
just in one particular area. And it's not at the base of the ladder either.
I'll go and grab a drink.
Okay, so you go back out and try to go out to the bar?
Yep.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing while he's doing all this?
I'm going to be badgering Copper. Come on, Copper. Show me what's in that book. Come on.
Shh, quiet. I have my back up against the wall, so I'm trying to keep the book out of view from him. It's like, focus, man.
What is it, valuable or something? Why are you trying to hide it?
It's valuable to me. Focus. Look what you brought upon us. Be ready. And I'm looking out to see if there's anything coming down the corridor.
Oh,
Copper,
Copper.
share the porn around for God's sake.
Fucking hey.
It's pornography. Copper, you've been holding out on me.
Okay, so they're still out in the courtyard arguing over pornography, and you go out to the bar there, Redemption. And there's a man in here. He's also dressed like the other man you saw earlier. It looks like he must be a gang member. Actually dressed similar to the two of the men that you saw earlier. The one who hung himself and the one who smashed his head in with a brick. He sees you, and he looks frightened of you, and you realize pretty quickly that he looks quite mad.
Does he look anything like me or Sarah?
Who are you? No, he does not look like you or Sarah.
Do you know Zeke?
Zeke. He's good. He's a good lad. He's a good lad. Yes, very, very good lad. Loves his mother. Sure does.
Look at my face.
The cellar. The cellar. Don't go in the cellar. Evil, bad cellar.
No, I was just trying to get a drink. Do you serve?
No. They asked that too. But the people upstairs.
What people upstairs?
And you look. There's a stairway right behind you.
I'll sort of circle around so I can see the stairs. But keep on talking to him. What
Not
people
right
upstairs?
just over. Sorry, I beg your pardon. You're here, kind of behind the bar, and the stairs actually access over here. So it's over your right shoulder. As you see, he's over here by the table, by this overturned stool, and you're standing kind of here, at the corner of the bar, behind the bar.
I go and reach for a bottle of wine, pour some wine, hand him a drink, and say, "So, who are these people upstairs in?"
And you hear voices from upstairs. You hear, "Shh! Do you hear that? There's someone down there."
Are they some of your guys?
No, they're not with the hand. No, they came back for it. They came back for it. Oh, they came back for it. And he starts to cry.
Did they get it, though? Did they get it?
And he just keeps crying. And they say, "What's going on down there?" You hear a voice from upstairs. "Who's there?"
I'll just let him cry and see if that calms him down. I'm just listening to what they say from upstairs.
"We heard your voice. You better answer, or we're going to come down there after you."
If you heard my voice, then you better know something. Have you heard of Have you heard of Aurelia Walcott?
What's he talking about?
Queen of England. Which Queen of England?
Yeah, so what? Who are you?
I'm one of her servants.
Right, we're coming down there. We don't want any trouble.
And
So you start to hear footsteps coming down the stairs.
I'll make my way back into the kitchen and make my way to the back door and just open it and say, boys, I think we've got some trouble in here.
Oh, thank God! And I'll just start running.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, absolutely. Music to my ears. I'm just like getting going.
And unfortunately, poor Edmund's still snoring there. He's going to be asleep for about another hour yet.
I'll definitely give him a kick on my way through and say sprint towards the bar.
He's going to wake up. He's going, why do I have all these bruises on my face and ribs? What the hell?
Yeah, when I get to you, Redemption, I'm gonna say, "All right, boss, who needs killing?" And I pull out my short sword.
As you go, kind of walk in, the 4 people are now standing here, kind of by the stairs and to the left of the stairs here, lined up. The first one is a kind of a Weasley-looking man. He's got a rapier, a couple of daggers. He's wearing a buff coat. Beside him is a rather amiable-looking northern fellow. He is wearing a large, colorful coat with a hood. Also has a rapier and a dagger. Beside him, then, there's a man who looks very tired. He's wearing a buff coat with a breastplate. He also has a dagger on his belt, but in his hands is a Zweihander of fine make, a very nice two-handed sword. He also has a bottle of liquor, it looks like, hanging off of his belt. 3 of them, in fact. And then, lastly, closest to the stairs beside him, is a man who he's extremely ripe. And he looks to be quite dead, but he's standing and kind of swaying. He's wearing rags and has a rusty axe in his hand. The Weasley man, the first one that I mentioned, says, well, so, what's this about Queen Wolcott?
Well, my name is Redemption Ironside, and I was a special agent of Queen Aurelia Walcott of England. But I'm off duty at the moment and just on a private business matter of my own. Now that I've introduced myself, I think it's your turn.
Oh, Maximilian engages hype man mode, by the way. When he's like, I'm Redemption Ironside, Maximilian's like, yeah, you hear of him? He's killed 200 men, 300 men, maybe even 1,000 men.
The guy with the big two-handed sword looks at the Weasley-looking guy on his right and says, Ironside. Isn't there an Ironside working with the hand? Yeah, I think so. That's it, boys. Kill him.
Oh, fuck. Battle!
Attack!
And we're gonna have to have everybody roll initiative.
Where are we standing in relation to these guys? Have just come down the stairs, so we're in this clearing.
Yeah,
on the other
okay,
side
can
of
you
the
see
bar.
my cursor?
Yeah, that's where it's all going down.
So
Yeah.
they're standing here lined up before them, okay? You guys all kind of came in. You're all standing here behind the bar.
Yeah, cool. I want to.
Bar fight!
I'll roll initiative.
Let's roll initiative. Everybody roll d6 plus your dexterity modifier. keep in mind that actually something I've only recently learned from rereading combat rules. The highest you can get is a 6. So if you get a 6, you're on 6. You're basically
okay.
6 seconds in a round, and this will determine which second you act on. So, okay. Got it.
Backpedaling there, Andrew.
Well, I rolled a 5 plus a 2 for my dex, but he said 6 is the max.
Okay, so 6, yeah.
Yeah, I rolled 5 plus 1, so technically yours is still better.
So Copper and Morel are both on 6. I'll let Morel go first. What did you get, Lloyd? And
5.
A 5. And what did you get, Caius?
2.
Okay. So Morel, what are you going to do?
I'm going to take the dagger out of my waist and pull it out and look at the man with the rapier and say, "This dagger was a gift to me from the Emperor of Finland!" And I'm going to chuck it at his face.
Two of them have rapiers, by the way. Are you...
The scruffier one. It would be the first one that you described.
Yeah, okay.
The weasel?
The weasel.
Roll to hit.
Oh no. Oh no. Wildly miss.
Oh, you missed then. Okay.
So
No
you
problem.
climbed over the bar and went out to engage them, so now currently is
No, he hasn't
3
climbed
on
over
No.
the bar yet. He's just thrown the dagger at him.
I chucked the
sorry.
dagger.
Good man, good man.
Okay, so you're next, Copper.
Seeing the large one with the big two-handed German sword, I know having him to fight him out in the open would be a folly. So I'm going to try and lure him into where we are. So I'm also going to pick up whatever's at the bar, whether it be a glass bottle or something, and I'm going to throw it at him, try to lure him in behind this bar, so he would have disadvantage with that large weapon. I rolled a 3, and ranged I have a plus what? Dexterity mod for that, plus 1. So I rolled a 4 to hit as I throw this glass bottle. I'm cursing at this guy too. I'm like, "Come here, you big fucker!" throw the glass bottle.
Okay, so they're all going to act on 5 as well, but I'll let you go first, Lloyd, since you're also on 5. So what is Ulfric going to do?
Possessing no range weapons of any kind, just this big burly mace. His voice will take on a bizarre quality like it's someone else's, and he will say, "You will suffer for your heresy," and he will climb across the bar and charge.
So are you going to attack the undead one first, or?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, roll to hit.
Sure. Oh, good. Threw that as far away as possible.
Dice on the floor counts as a fumble.
All right, 14 plus, what's my hit?
That's a good hit.
Okay.
So you bash him with your mace.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, make a saving throw. Sorry, first. Saving throw versus breath weapon.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot. As soon as you engage him.
13. Which of the 5 is breath?
Oh, I don't know. I have to pull out a character sheet and look.
I just have the...
You can't read them, right? You just have the numbers, not the...
Yeah.
Breath weapon is the middle one, the third one.
15. Okay, and I have a 13.
So you failed. So you go up to bash with the mace, and you're ready, and you can vision it in your head. You're about to smash his head in, and then the stench of him just overcomes you, and you take a couple steps back, and you're backed up against the bar holding your nose.
Okay.
It's his defense mechanism, his ripe stench. Okay.
Yeah, I almost throw up into the mask, but then managed to contain myself, luckily.
And then they get to go. So the first one to go is going to be the wizard, the one in the colorful robes. He is going to cast a spell on those of you behind the bar, which are going to be Copper, Morel, and Ironside, I believe, if the spell has that wide of a range. He's casting a spell called Web. I've done so little actual spell casting in this game. Here we go. Maybe. Web. Okay. The range is 5 feet per level, and he is level... Oh, yeah. So he can hit, 20 foot. Yeah, he can hit all 4 of you. So, cause a large volume of sticky, disgusting strands of goo to shoot forth from his mouth. Oh, from his mouth. Nice. Into an area approximately 20 feet square. Oh, that's the range. Okay, yeah, 20 feet square. Okay, so creatures caught within the web. In fact, this is going to possibly hit you as well, Lloyd. So you become entangled among the gluey fibers. Entangled creatures cannot move but can break loose depending on their strength. Any being with strength in human range can break free of the web in 2d4 turns. Creatures of higher strength or magically augmented strength above 18 can break free in 4 rounds. Oh, does that just mean you're just all automatically stuck?
Sounds that way.
Yep.
Pretty disgusting.
So we're all pinned against the
But
far
you can't
wall.
move. You can't move. You can still attack. Yep. So you're all frozen in place. Can't move. You can break free in 2d4 turns because you're all human strength. Nobody has strength over 18, I presume, right?
Over
Maximilian's
18.
at 18.
So you're gonna be stuck in this. No, yeah, you're not magically augmented above 18 or anything. So yeah. So it's gonna take you 70 minutes to get free.
Turns, not rounds. Holy Christ, man.
Yeah, turns. 70 minutes that you'll be stuck in this place.
Well, I'm going to spend my time chopping at these
70.
bugs.
70 minutes. So as you're stuck there, now the other 3 will take their turns. The undead one will walk right up and wrap his hands around Ulfric's throat and try to.
Because it's a 20-foot
Oh, no.
cube,
Okay.
do they get stuck?
No,
That's
because they're hitting
convenient.
this area all over here.
Okay.
So he swings his rusty axe at you and gets like a 7, misses completely. Sorry, no, a 5, and misses completely, even though you're frozen in the web. The one with the big Zweihander is going to run up and swing it over the bar at Copper. Jesus Christ, that's a natural 1.
You should get stuck as well then.
Time to pull up my natural 1 chart, roll a d30. Oh, if he loses initiative in the next round, you can auto-kill him without a to-hit roll or damage roll.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so if you beat him in initiative, Troy, next round, you can kill him. Got it?
Oh, yes.
But
Sure.
you have to beat him on initiative.
No problem.
Okay, and lastly, the last one. What's he going to do? He's probably going to run up. He doesn't. I don't know. He can reach across the bar. Yeah, he'll try to stab Ironside with his rapier across the bar. I think that's going to hit. That's a 16, right?
Yep, that hits.
Okay, so that's going to do D8 damage. 4 points of damage as he stabs you with his rapier.
Which one hit me?
The kind of shady-looking, roguish one.
The Weasley buff coat one.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, and last to go is you, Redemption. So you can attack him back. He's within reach of you. You can't move, but you can still attack.
Right, you ferret-faced sister fucking haddock tickler. I say. And
Haddock tickler.
19.
19 hits, yeah. Do some damage.
It's 4 points damage.
Okay.
Oh, how much damage did he do to me? Sorry, I didn't take that. 4.
4 to you as well, yep. And you can hear the gentle snoring of Edmund from outside in the courtyard. And it's initiative for the next round, gentlemen. Oh, I'm giving you a good chance here, Troy. I got a 2.
Baby.
I rolled 5 plus 1, so 6.
Okay.
5 again.
5.
6 again.
Okay. So, Copper, I'll let you go first because you can auto-kill the giant Zweihander-wielding bastard.
Sure. So the big German two-handed wielding goon tried to
His
sweep
sword is-
across.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to sweep across the bar to get to me after my insults, and he overextended himself and kind of fell forward onto the bar.
His
And you
sword's
see me-
stuck in the web.
You see me reach out, not with my two-handed swords this time, but with a thin garrote. And as he's leaned over, you see me turn, wrapping the garrote around, and not being able to move my feet, I just kind of go down in a crouched position. And as I do, tightening the garrote around his throat, strangling him.
Yeah, he loses grip on his sword, which is stuck in the web at the moment. He reaches up trying to grab onto the garrote to try to pull it away from his neck as you're pulling the wire deeper and deeper in, and you nearly decapitate him. And he dies. Morel, you were on 6 again as well?
Yeah, is anybody within melee range of me?
No.
Okay, that means I'll have to use my second dagger. So I'll pull it out, and this time I'm going to say, "This dagger was a gift to me from the Tsarina of Canada!" And I'll chuck it at the same scruffy one.
We're all there.
Critical failure.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
God.
D30 roll. Nobody else has D30, just me, right? Okay. Ooh. What do you have in your pouches or packs and such? Do you
Like,
have items and stuff on you?
I have equipment, yeah.
Yeah, what kind of equipment? Is it got the pouches or packs or both?
No, other than immediate stuff on me, I only have food.
Okay, other than the weapons on you. So, strangely enough, all of your food was left behind or stolen the last time you rested, and you just now realize your food's all gone.
No.
That's a weird result. There you go. 5, that was you, Lloyd, right, for
Yes, sir.
Ulfric?
And me too.
Oh, and Redemption. Okay, Redemption. You've got the zombie dude. Oh no, you've got sorry,
I've
the
got
other dude. You've got the Weasley dude, and Ulfric has the zombie dude on him.
So who's going?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Redemption first.
Okay, Redemption still struggling in the webbing, stabs with his rapier at the guy again. Get 16.
That's gonna hit. Give me some damage.
And this time he does just 1.
Wow, piss poor performance.
Yep.
Ulfric.
Okay, so this hideous fucking stenchy zombie is in front of me.
Yeah, he's right on top of you now and trying to grab you.
I'm trying to push him back with my shield as best I can.
At you.
Do I need to make another save to try and attack him, or?
No, you can.
Okay.
Well, technically, yeah, you do.
Okay, sure. Okay, 18 on the die, so it
Yeah,
should be okay.
so yeah, this time you overcome it. I won't make you roll it again after this. You're like, fuck this. This guy's trying to kill me with his rusty axe and his claws at your shield. What are you gonna do to him?
I'm gonna try and hit him with my mace. It's gonna be a 13.
Oh, you just miss.
Okay.
It glances off of his shoulder, but doesn't seem to do any damage to him.
Oh wait, I have plus to hit. Sorry, I always forget that.
So it's 14 or higher.
What? Yeah. What is it? It's.
You're a second level warrior.
Yeah, so it's
It's like plus
2
3, I
plus
think.
strength.
Plus 3.
Okay. So yeah, it's definitely hit.
Okay, so give me damage then.
Okay, sweet.
So you do hit him
Wow.
firmly in the shoulder.
Do you add strength to your damage?
No.
Okay, then it's 7.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure you just broke that arm. Unfortunately,
Yes.
it wasn't the arm with the accident. But
Scratching on my shield, I'm just like, fuck, Jesus, get away from me! And then I swing around, bam, hit him in the
then it's
shoulder.
that guy's turn. Again, the Weasley guy, Agarwal is his name. He will try to stab you, Redemption. And that's a 16.
Yep, that gets me.
Okay, so he hits you for 6 points of damage this time.
Oof.
Fieldhouse is dead. The Zweihander.
Enjoy it whilst it lasts.
The wizard,
You're
Ross,
going down.
is going to try to cast another spell. Let me just see what this one does. You guys are stuck in this web. He's going to try to cast Stinking Cloud. No, he's not going to do that because that would hurt his friends. He's just going to hang back actually and save that spell because if he does that, he's going to hurt his allies. So he's just staying back, staying out of melee range. And then the zombie swings his axe again at you, and this time you got a 14. Ulfric, does that hit you? No, it doesn't, does it? I have
My
front of me
AC is
somewhere.
14.
Your AC is 15, I thought.
15. Let me see. 15, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nope, he does not hit you. So he tries, and it doesn't get through your armor. And it's the next round. Everybody roll initiative. Bad guys are on 6.
Five.
3.
4 for myself and Maximilian.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you guys are both on 4?
Yep.
Okay, so the bad guys go first. Agarwal again. Tries stab redemption. This time it's a 14, which does
Nope.
not get through your armor. And the zombie, whose name is Ferguson, swings his axe again and completely misses you this time. Ulfric. And so we go to who had the 5?
I did.
That's you, Redemption. You get your move next.
I'll hit him. I finish with a riposte and hit him for 4 points damage.
Okay, 4 points damage. Very good. So you're unable to move, but you're still fencing away with this guy. Who is next on 4? That's Carmody and...
Go ahead, Maximilian.
Now
you have
what?
anything left to throw?
What is it that the web is like attached to me? Like what part of my body?
I'm going to say since it prevents you from moving, it's mostly around your legs and feet and such.
Can I just like take my pants and my boots off, like
No.
Nice.
grab a hold of the bar and try to lift myself out
You
of it?
try, and as you're doing so, actually, you realize like some of the webbing gets into your pants now, and now your pants are stuck to your body. And your hand is also stuck in your pants, your left hand.
Nice.
Like permanently Al Bundy'd.
You vicious bastard, Ian.
No, I didn't even know there was any way to get into my pants. I thought I was completely sealed from the waist down, but that's cool.
Oh, I don't know. You're trying to take your pants off, right?
Yeah,
So there must be a way to get into them.
yeah, it's undoing a belt.
Okay, so as you undo the belt, that's when the webbing gets inside and your hand gets stuck.
That's cool.
No, you can't just undo your pants and get out of the web spell, unfortunately. It was a nice
Yeah,
try.
I mean, I'll yeah. So my hand gets stuck, and then I'll scream, and I'll stick my other hand in and get that stuck, and then I'll fall into the web. If I'm going down, I'm going down in fire.
Okay.
Nice.
Copper.
So you see Copper with his getting up from his crouched position. He reaches for the gun that no longer existed because it only existed in his dreams in the previous community. He starts cursing. He's actually reached for this gun several times, so he's wanted to kill lots of people with his imaginary gun over the last couple of weeks. But sadly, there is no gun. So instead, he reaches down and picks up the big two-handed sword, and I am going to throw it at what looks to be the wizard that's got me and my beloved Morel trapped in this web beyond this bar.
You're trying to pick up a Zweihander and hurl it as a wizard. I'm going to have you roll. I'm just going to have you roll like a disadvantage. Roll 2d20 and take the lowest roll.
Yeah. That's a 15 and a 12. You're going to give me a ranged attack bonus on that?
Yeah, it'd be your dexterity.
All right, so I got a 15 on the lower of the two roll, 18 on the higher. So 15 to hit.
Yeah, I think I only had a 12 armor class. Anyway, you actually hit the wizard with the Zweihander. Roll damage.
All right, so this is
D10, 1d10.
good man. All right, that would be 6 points of, I don't know, biffing a giant sword damage.
Okay, 6 points damage to the wizard. I'm going to roll morale on him. That really hurt. Oh wait, it's 2d6 for morale rolls. So, he fails. He screams like a girl when you throw this two-handed sword and actually cut him with it pretty deeply. He screams like a girl and turns and runs out the door, which he opens up and runs out to the street through that door on the north side.
Now, does his spell dissipate now that he's no longer in the vicinity? Is there like a concentration type thing? No?
No.
Okay.
The spell continues. And I need to roll now. Now they've lost half their numbers, so I need to roll morale as well for Agarwal. His morale is 10. Nope, he maintains his morale. He's going to stay and fight. And Ferguson, well, he has morale 12. He can't be scared away because he's a zombie. So that was the two of you. What were you on? I think you're next anyway, Lloyd, right? Because you haven't gone yet.
Out of 3, yeah. Yeah, so just still desperately trying to bash this zombie's brains in.
Roll to hit.
It's a critical fail.
Oh shit. D30. We're getting a lot of those today. Okay, it's not going to have any effect because I'm using traditional XP anyway. It would just mean that your party gets no XP for this combat.
Ooh, that would have been rough.
Not really. Combat's
Yeah.
not worth that much anyway.
Right.
Okay. Next round, initiative. I guess since you just stuck with your hands down your pants, you don't have to roll this time around if you don't want.
Yeah, I'm completely in it. Like I'm laying in it.
Bad guys are 5. There's like 2 of them left. The wizard ran away.
I'm on 1.
Badly.
I'm on 5 as well.
Okay, so you're on 5 as
And
well. So we'll go
Copper?
simultaneously as the guy's trying to stab you.
Mhm.
What did you get, Copper?
I also had 5 on my roll.
Okay, so you can also act simultaneously. Do you have anything left to throw?
I do not, but I'm going to, on my turn, take a defensive posture.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll your attack, Ironside, as Agrawal tries to stab you
I'm
as well.
using-
And misses badly.
I'm using a defensive posture, so my
Okay.
OC is 17 at the moment.
Okay, and you get a -4 to attack.
Yep.
So roll your attack roll. I got a 6 anyway on his attack roll, modified. So
Oh, I got a natural 20.
okay, so
So 22.
that's normally in Lamentations that would just be a hit, but I have this natural 20 chart, so I'll roll that for you. 5. You can take an extra attack immediately, so you get to take a second attack as well.
Okay, the first one does 6 points damage,
Nice.
and the second attack, would that be also at -4? I mean,
Yeah, because you're still in a defensive posture, I'd say.
okay. Has it come up on my screen? Yes, it has.
Oh, I'm not looking at
17.
your screen. I've got the map up here.
It's-
17 hits.
Yeah, 19. So, and then 7 points damage for the second attack.
Okay, describe how you kill this guy.
So as he makes a clumsy attack, I knock it aside with my rapier, follow up with a riposte which stabs him through the leg, and as he's stumbling down, I take him in the throat and he drops to the floor.
Nice. And he is dead.
And I spit on him.
The only one remaining is the zombie, which is fighting with Ulfric over there. And he swings his rusty axe. Oh, that's going to be a hit. That's a 20 modified. He hits you finally with this rusty axe, Ulfric, for 2 points of damage.
Okay, I'll live.
It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to try and finish this nerd. 11 plus... My plus 5? It's a strength plus then 3.
Yes.
Okay, then 16.
Hits. Damage.
Jeez. 7.
Dead. Describe it.
Yeah, so just pull the mace back, crush right into this thing's head, pull it back out, keep smashing till it stops standing.
And collapses dead on the ground. About an hour passes. It's dark outside.
Warwick comes in and sees us
It'll
all
be actually
fucking
Warwick.
stuck in the webs.
Yep.
Warwick wakes up. Warwick, you wake up, you're in the courtyard, leaning against the wall of the Dog and Bastard, and the back door is somewhat ajar.
I wake up
You
and
see the night sky above you.
I say, "That, my friends, is how you open a safe." Where's the safe gone? Where am I? Okay, so
You
where
hear-
am I?
You hear Copper inside this building yelling out to, he said, Maxie, you okay, brother? Because he's all like entwined in this web.
Ah, right. Well, I go in. I draw my sword first, and I go in.
Careful as you come. There's a web in here, and it's difficult to get out of once you're in it.
Right.
So what you see is this just thick, viscous goo all over the floor and an open book of pornography. And me and Copper stuck to the floor.
How much of this web is there about?
Enough to where, let me go back to the map and see. Well, you know, if you go through the door on the left side, you can go into the bar without crossing through it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
I see them.
Just bring my screen back up, actually.
Be mindful of the trap door, brother. There's something down there. What happened to the fellow that was in there, the barkeep guy?
Oh, he ran out the door.
Yeah, be careful of that.
What's going on?
Be careful with that trap door. There's something down there, they say.
Okay. Now I see them in the web. Oh, it's about getting the web off them. Now.
It's gonna wear off in time, but yeah.
Yeah, but is there any way of me sort of? I mean, I have things like torches and.
Yeah, you're pretty sure web is flammable.
Yeah, am I going to be able to sort of do that without burning them to death?
No.
Okay.
But you can still try.
Is that 2 hour mark, Ian? Is that for us to break out of it with strength and have the web still be there, or does the web just disappear?
No, the web, I think it just disappears after 70 minutes, if I recall correctly. Or no, you're right, the web will still be there. It's just that's how long it takes you guys to break out of it.
So the web lasts forever.
Oh boy.
That seems a bit odd. Let me just double check the spell real quick, see if there's a duration on it. There's 2d4 turns for you guys to break free from it.
Is it turn?
Can I help them?
A turn is 10 minutes.
Can I cut through the web to help them and speed up their escape time?
No, because you will get your weapon stuck in the web in the process if you try to do so. The duration is the duration on the spell is actually 8 turns, so it's actually 80 minutes the spell will last. So 10 minutes after you break free, the web will dissipate.
So in real terms, is the wisest thing for me to do is to pour myself a drink?
Yeah.
Quite possibly. To explore if you want to explore some more of the Dog and Bastard.
Well, why not? I'll pour myself a drink first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I've been unconscious for like an hour or so.
You have, and you've got like this strange pain in your side. You feel like your ribs are bruised, and your cheek is kind of sore too. It's like somebody's been slapping you.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
I must
have fallen over.
The son of a bitch that put us in this predicament is about somewhere, so be wary, friend.
Okay, so I have my sword in one hand. I have a goblet or whatever.
The door is open and ajar as well.
Is it? I'll check.
Yeah, the one on the north side there that says the street.
Okay, I will proceed cautiously with sword in one hand, drink in another, to that door and peer cautiously out.
It's evening time. There's nothing going on in the street. All the shops across the street have closed as well.
Okay.
About.
I'll close the door to the street.
The guy I was speaking to before the combat broke out.
Yeah, he ran out that door.
Okay, needs to run out.
Sorry, I forgot about him, but he ran out at some point during the fight too. Probably right after the magic user.
Okay. Is there any money behind them? If I wander back over behind the bar, is there any money around?
No.
If he's got a drink, I'm having a drink too. I'm going to tell him to give me a drink, or I'll reach for one.
Go ahead and tell him.
Yeah.
Can I pass them a drink without getting stuck in the web?
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I'll do that.
Except for Morel, whose hands are deep in the web.
Well, I'll break out the drinks from behind the bar and pass it to the guys who are able to reach for the drink.
Yep. There's nothing else really much downstairs here.
In which case, maybe I'll go
the narrow staircase leading down to the kind of cellar.
So there's
the
stairs
on the map there. It's marked number 2.
Right.
That's the cellar door leading down, and then there's stairs leading up.
Maybe I'll check the stairs going up.
Okay. Upstairs. Here we go. So you come up the stairs here, and all of these doors are locked.
I try opening them.
Which one?
Let me see. The first one.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll them. Open doors.
Okay. No. Try the next one.
Okay. You guys will get out of the goo probably around the time when he's doing this. Get out of the web, I mean.
5, no.
Nope, no luck there.
No, I'll try the next one. 1, yeah.
Yep, that boom breaks open. This room looks like it hasn't been used in a while. It seems to be pristine.
I'll have a nose inside just to see if there's anything under the bed or anything.
Nothing in this room, no.
Okay, in which case I'll leave and venture to the next room and give
I'll
that
head
a
upstairs after him.
Yep, you guys can do whatever you want.
I'll pick up this five-hander unless anyone else wants it. No, I got there first. I'll pick it up.
It's a fine Zweihander. What I'm going to say is it's perfectly balanced, and I'm going to give it a +1 to hit.
Nice.
Fine prize, Ironsides. And I immediately go over to Maximilian to make sure he's okay, because I assumed he suffocated himself in these webs.
It's like my beard and my like really long hair and my sideburns are completely ripped off. You see like a fro of purple hair like sticking off of the web.
Oh, man.
Poor bastard.
So
Did I
the skin's all red and...
Nice.
Oh yeah, it's really bad looking.
You're going to need this, and I hand you over the book. It's going to be a cold winter.
I'm going to try the next door.
Go for it.
Okay. 5, no.
Next one.
Yeah.
What's Ulfric doing? I haven't heard anything from him.
1.
Yeah, I'll follow him upstairs.
You can go upstairs too. You got a 1 on the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, you smash into that room.
Hmm.
And Ulfric and Redemption are coming up behind you. Redemption has this nice Zweihander in his hand. And yeah, you find a locked chest.
Okay. I'll be very cautious on how I try and open
How you
But
want to try to
I'll-
open it?
it. Yeah, I'll try and open it, sure.
Gonna try a tinkering or
I didn't have a lot of luck when I opened the last thing cautiously. I'll smash it.
okay. Roll open doors.
Okay, so 3.
You smash it open, and there is a copper sculpture of a feral-looking rat in there. It's worth about 200 silver pieces.
Excellent. Anything else? No, just that.
No, just that.
Okay. Nothing else in that room? No?
Nope, nothing else. Now that you're up here, Redemption, are you going to try your keys?
Yeah.
You'll be able
I'll
to
go.
open all the rooms. Your master key will open all the rooms. But you don't find anything else of any real interest.
Okay. So once we've checked the rooms, I'll go back down and join the others downstairs.
Yeah.
Roll a search check for me real quick. Just roll 2 search checks.
Who?
Redemption.
Okay.
Nope.
Neither? Okay, yep. Nothing else. So you head downstairs.
Right. This trapdoor.
Yeah.
This is the kind of fetid thing that should interest a Dane, maybe?
You want to go down there, do you?
I'll go down, yeah.
You know, it smells a bit like the pickled fish you eat.
It's a rare delicacy, my friend.
So as you come down, you see the black goo, which the smell is coming from over kind of towards the west side of the cellar. You see several barrels in the crate.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to roll a search check for me, please.
Nope, 5.
So yeah, I mean, you've just got that unnatural-looking gunge over there, and then the barrels and crates of food and drink, most of which seem to have spoiled.
Okay. What's the goo?
Don't know. It just looks like goo.
I want to dip my mace in it.
Okay. Dip your mace in it,
Yeah.
and just stick liquid black glue. Yep. Now your mace is covered in this thick, nasty, smelly goo.
Okay.
I'll suggest sprinkling a bit of gunpowder in it on the black goo that's on his mace, and lighting the gunpowder and see if that burns off the only a little bit.
Okay.
But just
and then light it.
Well, a little trail. Put the mace down. A little bit of gunpowder on top. A little trail of gunpowder leading up to it as a fuse, and light the end of it. So it runs along the fuse and lights the gunpowder on the mace.
Poof! The mace catches fire, and it is now a torch mace.
Okay. I see this vision of myself wielding a flaming sword and killing the enemies of God.
Redemption,
For
roll
a
a
second.
check for me, please.
3. Nope.
I hear echoes of Burn the Heretic in my mind.
Okay. Roll another search check for me, Ulfric. Now that you're holding this torch and you're walking around.
It's still a 5, I'm afraid. Another 5.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing while they're down there screwing around with this burning mace?
Morel is he's having a drink at the bar,
Yeah,
and I'm
I'm
actually
having a drink
reading
with him.
through 50 Shades.
Yeah, I'm asking him to recite it for me with my ineptitude. And I'm like hanging on his every word, but mostly focusing on the pictures as they come through as he flips through the pages.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also having a drink.
Oh yeah, you have a drink as well. And what about yourself, Edmund?
Warwick?
I'm drinking also.
Okay.
Let me tell you, Warwick, about this one. And I start reciting the stories of our last adventure in that town, that dilapidated town with the Star Child.
Is there I'm gonna be like looking through the pictures of the book. Is there any relevance to it other than the fact it's pornography?
No, it's just smut.
So I'll like be taking the centerfolds out, holding it up sideways, showing Copper.
Fantastic. The greatest treasure we have yet ever found.
I'll go upstairs, grab the zombie, and throw the zombie in the black goo.
Okay.
I look at Morel as I see Ironside dragging this undead monster down into the cellar. I was like, he's truly lost it.
Well, we better go stop him. He's gonna fuck that corpse.
And you start to smell. You throw them in there, and nothing really much seems to happen. It just goes into the goo, and it's just sitting there. And you're getting the zombie smells pretty bad, but you're getting another even worse smell, and it seems to be coming from the south.
From
And
the
you'll
big
smell it
S.
too now, Ulfric.
I'll go and check where the smell is coming from if I can.
You will find a secret door on the south wall.
So, my keen senses have found something.
What's that now? And I start walking down.
Yeah,
I'll bring the torch over.
I'll put my drink down.
I still have my drink in hand, totally. I think we've won the day. I'm in celebration mode at this point. So I got a bottle in one hand and a tumbler in the other. As I
You won the day. You got like a bottle of booze. You guys found a book of pornography. You found 118 silver pieces, and you found a rat idol.
Life is good.
What a day!
Easily pleased.
Okay, So you're all there. You see there's this secret door, which is pretty plain now when Ulfric is holding his mace torch thing up by it. And you can see the outlines of the door, and there's a keyhole.
Okay, I'll try my key.
Your key...
I got in the safe.
Your key does not open this door.
I bet that
know,
fucking key was for the safe, Mark.
So far, it has no...
I'll try my key then.
Your master key opens the door. And
So
you're immediately hit with a horrible stench. I need you all to make saves versus poison. Everybody.
Oh, shit.
As soon as this door opens, it's almost like a poof, like a cloud of stench just comes out and hits you all right in the face.
I got a 5, so I fell.
Okay.
17 versus poison, which is 12. So
you succeed.
Yeah, I
Copper's
succeed.
got an iron stomach.
plus I'm drinking.
Okay.
I got the glass up over my face, which blocked any of the toxic fumes from getting on my nose.
I got a 16.
You got a 16.
Yeah.
So you passed, right?
Yeah. My save for poison was 12, so.
Yeah, you're fine too. And what did you get, Morel?
I got 11 over mine.
11 over? Holy shit.
Oh, the
So the only
half are
person
incredible.
that's really affected is Ulfric, who drops to the ground, drops his burning mace on the ground, and begins to vomit horribly.
Into the mask.
Oh god, yeah. You're vomiting into the mask. So much so that the vomit is coming up out of the eye holes, out of the nose, out of the mouth hole, around the face. I mean, it's kind of comedic looking. You can see the mask like bulging off of his face as vomit's just pressing itself out along the sides.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Take it off, but yeah, before I die.
It's gonna be a couple minutes until you stop puking. But yeah, after about a minute, you'll be able to get enough strength and you'll be able to stop puking long enough to reach up and pull the mask off your face. You can see like an image of the mask on his face just in his own vomit. And I'm going to say we're going to take our last quick bio break here before we go into the secret cellar.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Right, I'm back.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Cool. What do you think of it so far?
It's pretty good. It feels like we're just getting to the actual intrigue. I realized one thing in hindsight, and that's that I should have chucked those daggers at that wizard.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I only had 2 throwing daggers on me, so after I threw those, I knew I was like fucked for an hour. Because I doubted like anything would physically attack me and then like stay for me to attack it back when I was webbed. Yeah, I probably did a really bad job explaining what I was trying to do when I was trying to escape the web. Because my plan was to, like, when you said it was touching my waist, was to put like one hand on each side of the bar and try to like pull myself out of my pants.
Right. That's interesting.
Yeah, which makes sense. Like it makes sense to me that it would fail because I had like my cloak and shit stuck in it too. But yeah, you took me aback a bit when you said my hand got stuck to my pants because I wasn't planning on actually like sticking it in there.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's
That
one of
would
those.
be kind of funny if your hand got stuck in your pants.
Oh yeah, like I got that after a second. I was like, well, fuck it. Let's make it like a full on fuck up. So I just made my guy trip and fall into the web. But yeah, though it's like one of those times where like what you see is different than what other people see as far as theater goes.
Mm-hmm. I'm just catching up a little bit on the comments. I don't read the chat during game, just so you guys know. So I see what Troy said here. I'll take being webbed any day in an Ian game. Huh. That wizard had really shitty spells prepared. He had like web, stinking cloud, and what else did he have? Something else that wasn't terribly useful.
Are those determined?
Fire and unseen servant? Yeah.
Does like the module tell you that, Ian, or do you randomly determine them with rolls?
In this case, the module told me which spells he has prepared.
Oh, okay.
When I see text comments popping up of people's sort of photos, how do you do those?
That's from the chat, that blue chat thing on the left side.
The top of the icon, at least on my bar, it's the top one.
Yeah, it's the blue one. So as they're saying it, it pops up there as well, not just on the side, but you see the little.
Yeah, I see it.
So I'll just type something so you can see.
I think we're just waiting for Lloyd now, yeah?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I might borrow that sword again the next time I need a ranged weapon, just so you know, Ironside.
Say that again?
I said I might need to borrow that sword when I need a ranged weapon again.
Yeah, it's very effective. Well, you used it effectively.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually surprised, Ian. This game has been a little bit of soft with the saves. 2 different saves and neither instantly killed.
Yeah, I'm surprised I lived through both of those.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all back. Let me see here. So the corridor opens up and then does a 90-degree turn to the left, which would be east. And I will now pull up the next map. That one's gone. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore either. We're now in the secret cellar. Where is that? Here we go. Yeah, I kind of did a thing there, a little fiat, because I was like, you know what? If you guys don't find the secret door, you'd be wandering around for days before you have to come back and try to find it again. So it's one of those things we've talked about before, how in some role-playing games, if the party fail a certain skill check, it's like game, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. So I'll go back to screen sharing. Here we go. So you guys will be coming down this corridor here with the number 1 into this secret cellar, which stinks horribly. So, Ulfric has been throwing up for a while. He's removed his mask and has finally gotten control of himself. So you can see this chamber is a mess. You can see signs of frantic and bitter combat. There are bloodstains, broken weaponry, odd severed body parts here and there, and several of the tunnels. You can see a tunnel to the northwest, a tunnel to the southwest, a tunnel to the south. There's a tunnel to the northeast, and then there's kind of a western tunnel as well.
So, does any of the bodies look unnatural, like that zombie creature that we had seen up above?
Sorry, tunnel southeast. No.
Do any of them look like they're wearing the attire of the members of the gang?
Yeah, you find a severed arm that has a sleeve that looks similar to the clothing that they've been wearing.
Now, minus the fact that there's all these dead bodies and these black oozes and awful smell about, can we come to a realization of what this cellar would have been used for? Like, are there torture racks around? Are there kegs of wine around?
Well, looking at all the different tunnels, you figure must lead to different areas of the complex. So you think this was just kind of like a
Escape route?
yeah, something like that. A secret passageway to lead to different areas of the complex.
Is there a tunnel that appears to not be connected to one of the?
Well, do you want to start exploring them?
Yeah.
Well,
No,
now where we came down in, can we take the map that we have and just overlay it and like guess which one's going away from the building?
Well, yeah. For one, you can tell from where the Belgian Bastard is that all of those tunnels with the number 2 on them, you'll see on the map the northeast, northwest, and southwest. Those would all be leading out to other parts of the city.
Okay.
Obviously, the one number 1 there on the west wall is one you've just come down, which leads to the Belgian Bastard.
Mm-hmm.
And the south and the southeast. The southeast one seems to lead somewhere within the complex, and the south one you think possibly does as well.
So there's a barrel blocking the south. Is that a barrel? Is that it?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a barrel there. You can move it easily though if you want.
Okay.
And those other visuals look like pickaxes. Are they actually axes just thrown there, or are they doors?
Pickaxes where?
Well, they could be doors. I don't know. I don't know what they are. They're doors.
There's a door. Oh yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah, those are like doors. Sorry, I see what you're saying. There's 2 of them there. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both doors.
Yeah, they're doors.
Are these doors open or closed?
You want to check them? They're open. Yep.
So there are bodies in this room as well.
Which one are you checking? The one to the south or the one to the southeast? Yeah, there's body parts, no bodies.
Neither. I'm just asking.
Body parts and lots of blood.
Okay.
Which one are you going to check?
Neither. I'm just asking questions as I walk around and gaze around and get my bearings from a distance.
If the bodies are not in the goo,
Sorry, take it back. They're not open.
if there are any bodies that aren't in the goo and have...
That's actually not goo this time. This is all blood.
Okay then. I'll go and have a look and see if I recognize any of the bodies as my... Possibly.
There's no bodies, just body parts.
All right.
Arm
Okay.
here, a leg there.
With this amount of blood on the ground, can I see bloody footprints leading off to one of the quarters?
That's a good point. Yeah, you would see bloodied footprints leading to the south. And let me just check something here real quick. Definitely would see some to the south. And yep, just to the south.
All right, so I'll point that out and say, look, the bloody rapscallions dirtied their footsteps.
Let's clean this up then, I say, and start heading south.
Okay.
I pass Alfred the bottle and tell him to wash out his mouth. His breath is rancid, almost as stinky as his place.
Yeah, right. I'm going to need a saving throw from you, Caius, as soon as I tell you which one. I guess it would be paralyzed would make the most sense. Roll a paralyzed saving throw. As a pit trap opens up underneath your feet as you're walking down the south corridor.
Ooh,
Nope.
that big square.
You failed.
Yep.
Okay, you fall 10 feet into this pit and take 4 points of damage.
It's a good
Ah!
start. Good start. Good start, boys.
Right. Now I'm getting angry, I say, pulling myself up the other side.
I'll reach over and give him a hand to help him out.
The walls are polished, so he's going to need help.
Alright, so it's 10 feet. 10 feet down, yes?
Well, I'll give him an extra 1.5 feet. Come on, Redemption, jump up. I got you.
Are you joking me?
I'm as strong as they come.
I know, but can I reach? Well, all right then. I'll jump up and let him grab me.
Yeah, I'll grab his arm and try to pull him.
Nice. Yep, you pull him up and out. And you come to the door then to the south, and it's locked. And it has 2 keyholes.
I'll try my key in one.
Yeah, it turns, but the door doesn't open.
Offer it.
Yeah, maybe this is finally it.
I'll move out of the way.
So with some pomp and circumstance, I will try and open up this door with my key.
With your key doesn't turn the same lock that he turned, but it does turn the other lock. But when you turn it, the door doesn't open.
Right.
It doesn't open.
Nope.
So they both have to be open in unison, same time.
What?
Go ahead, Ulrich. He's got his key there. Just turn them both. We'll be out of here in no time.
That's right.
Should I count, gentlemen?
Back in the pit with you, Ironside. You gotta live through this.
I'll give him a countdown.
Don't you tell me what to do.
You do,
2.
Your wife's waiting for you. You gotta
and you
get your
guys
text.
turn it, and you hear a click, and the door starts to almost give, but something's just missing. It doesn't quite open.
Fucking doors.
There must be a third part to the puzzle.
Is there any indents or anything it looks like you can insert something into? Yeah.
No, there's not.
And when you were down at that old Ironside, did you see anything down there besides the sheer walls getting back up?
Stop asking me stupid questions, Irish.
What about that idol that we found earlier?
You can climb down. If you want, I'll throw you down there and you can have a look. I didn't
Calm
see
down.
nothing. I just wanted to get out.
Oh, you old crazy bastard. I'm just asking.
Oh,
I'll go look. I don't mind. And you see me.
What was it, Lloyd?
With the idol that we found earlier, I think that might be the solution here.
It's a sculpture, really, but yeah.
The rat.
Yeah.
What would you try to do with it, though? There's no more indentations or any places.
Just I guess I'll just hold it.
Okay, you do. The same. Door doesn't quite open. It feels like it's just about to give. It's just missing something.
Do we? Is there any bloody clues left behind from the last person that used it?
No.
Now let me go back and look at this other door. So I'm gonna attempt to jump over the pit that Ironside had
You
opened up.
can get around it now that it's pretty obvious.
Oh.
You can skirt around the side of it.
All right, I'll do that then. I'm just gonna scurry back to the other door and see if there's any obvious keys in.
The southeast door?
Yeah, the other door. There's only one other door, right?
Yeah, it's got a lock on it.
There's no key in it, or there's something.
No, it's a different door. It's got a single lock.
Satisfied that there's no correlation between the two, I'll double back again to the group.
Okay.
I'm going to check the book again and see if there's like anything in the book.
Roll
Perhaps.
d6 for me.
Okay.
The reason that halflings are dying out is because you're all obsessed with pornography.
I got a 1.
There's nothing in this book that seems to, really trigger any kind of clues to you as to like what would open this door. But as you're looking at it, you're thinking words. A lot of times doors will have, you've heard stories and, about magic doors that require a word to open them.
So I'll think to myself, maybe we should just ask the door to open.
Suppose it can't hurt.
Evan, I'll shout, open! Open!
Talk to a door? Well, I
So you
suppose
turn
there is
both keys and
magic
say
around.
open.
Yeah, let's try it.
It doesn't.
Maybe we should, what, the name of it's the Tenebris?
100%.
Tenebris Hand?
Yeah, let's try that first, and if that doesn't work, puss, maybe.
Brothers.
Try Tenebris hand, it doesn't open. You try puss, the door doesn't open.
Have a look on that statue you found of the rabid rat.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks a bit like our halfling friend.
Yeah, no words on that.
We do have these floor plans for William Barnaby.
Perhaps I should study my manuscript more, and I'll go over and sit in the corner and open it up.
You start taking stock of the items you have. You have
Yeah.
the copper statuette.
Mhm.
You have the bag of silver. You have the book, the 50 Shades book that he's reading.
Yeah.
You have the map of
Floor
Norwich. You have the map of William Barnaby's house.
With the secret door
You
noted.
have the letter from the leader of the gang to some woman.
Try Christina.
Yeah.
Turn it and say Christina.
The door opens.
Hey.
Nice. Excellent.
Okay. In we go.
Thanks for that.
I'll say Copper. He's the one who said start looking through items, see what all you have.
Yeah.
Next
The
map.
dead. The dead speak to us.
All right. In. Straight in. No kissing.
No, hold on. Straight in, no kissing. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. So you get into the vaults of the Tenebris Hand. The vaults are full of the objects that make up the Tenebris Hand's hoard. You can also see that, seeing as this is the most secure location in their base, it's also where they had interrogated people in the past, if you will. You see all kinds of bodies around. And they just look fucked up. They're humanoid, but then they have these strange, like, appendages. You know, their hands are almost claw-like, and their heads have these weird, like, bulbous-shaped things with tentacles coming out of them. And they're all laying in various states of apparent expiration around the place, not moving, not breathing, nothing. They're all just apparently dead. You see tons of loot laid out on all these different tables and crates around the place. You also do notice that all of these bodies are wearing the uniforms of the Tenebris Hand.
If there's like a stretch of these like tools that would have been used for the torture and intimidation, I'm going to try and collect them.
I'll start taking loot, man.
Yeah,
Roll a
yeah.
d20 for me.
I'll turn to loot as well.
Roll a d20 for me, Kai. Roll a d20 for me, Lloyd. What about you, Dave? What are you doing?
I'm just concerned that something has happened to them. Which
They're dead now.
Yeah, but it's how they died, and it's whether.
Okay, so you're examining the bodies.
You should never think in Lamentations of the Flames. That's my survival tactic.
That way,
It's
madness
worked
fire.
so far.
So Troy is examining the torture implements. You're examining the bodies, and the other three were going for loot. So what did you get, Andrew?
17.
You find a map showing the location of what it says to be a great dwarven ruin.
Oh, shit.
Oh my.
And it says in there's a star at the bottom of the map, and it says, much treasure.
Ooh.
So
Well,
I'm gonna
To be
look
honest, just a
shadily.
second. I rolled 17 as well, so I've got the other half of the map.
No, you roll again.
So I look shadily both directions and take that and shove it into my coat.
Okay,
Nothing
so
to see here.
roll a d20. I know you said you rolled a 17 as well, so roll again.
Okay. Ah, damn. 17. It's clearly mine. That's a double
Did
17.
you get 17 again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll again. Goddamn.
12.
Roll 17 3 times, you get nothing. You find a fine jade statue of some sort of dragon demon thing. Looks to be worth about 100 silver pieces.
Nice.
What did you roll, Lloyd?
A 15.
You find a jade statue of an eagle perched upon a silver branch. The statue looks to be worth probably about 400 silver pieces.
Story of Redemption's life.
Your statue is shinier than mine.
Troy, you find some really interesting hooks and saws and such for cutting people open and otherwise disemboweling them.
Yes, I'm looking for long-term money ventures, so I'm gonna roll those up and put them in my backpack if it's feasible size-wise.
Sure, why not? And Dave, Edmund was examining one of these bodies. It looks to be the body of a young man, you're guessing. And as you're examining it, it begins to stir. And the tentacles reach out for you. I'm going to roll attack rolls here. You get all 3 tentacles. Each of these things has 3 tentacles coming from its head. The first roll is a 12. I think that's a miss. Second roll is a miss. And the third roll is a 16. That's probably a hit, yeah?
Yeah.
The third one hits you for 4 points of damage. It grapples you with it. It wraps around you and holds on to you. And you must make a saving throw versus poison.
$20.
Okay, no problem. And this thing is now holding you, and all of the bodies are starting to stir around the vaults. There's about 20 of them.
Oh, Christ. So he's grappled. I'm going to drag his ass out of here again.
I'm going to.
How do you react, Edmund?
I'm gonna. Well, I'm just gonna attack it. I've got to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, honestly, he hasn't screamed out in terror or anything yet, so you guys might not even be aware. Roll a d6 for me there, Troy.
Sure. I rolled a 1.
You notice that he's grappling with this thing.
Holy fuck, what's that? I look over, and I'm
Andrew?
going to move towards that direction.
Lloyd, Caius, roll d6s for me.
1.
I got a 5, so not me.
What'd you get, Caius?
Just a second. I get a 2.
Okay, so Caius and Andrew, please roll d20s for me as you continue looking for more loot.
1.
You find a green porcelain mask depicting the face of a terrifying, malevolent devil worth 100 silver pieces.
Like, I'm aware that this is happening, but I would definitely still be picking up loot.
Oh, then roll another d20 for me then.
19.
19. Andrew, you find 2 ornate silver clasps worth 100 silver pieces each.
Is this the point I say, hey guys, it's like, it's great you're finding all this stuff, but do you want to check out what's going on over here? And you want to maybe come and help me?
Lloyd, what did you roll?
A 9.
A 9. You found a blue velvet bag with 103 silver pieces in it. And that's when Edmund says, hey guys, over here. And
Hello.
I'm already moving in that direction.
Copper's already moving in that direction. The things are all starting to get up, and
Now, I wouldn't
have
put
you guys kind of surrounded.
Right. I wouldn't have Yeah, I would have closed in on this a system anyway, regardless if I would have been surrounded, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to know on the map where everyone's located, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
Out deep in
can't take it with you.
the room.
It's going to be initiative, and I'm just going to keep things simple. There's 5 of you. I'm going to say there's 4 of them attacking each of you.
4 attacking each.
Yes.
Ooh, yes, 6.
6 for me as well.
5
Alright.
for me.
4 for myself.
3.
3. Okay. So, who was on 6? It was Morel and
Ulfric.
Ulfric. Yeah. Go ahead and roll your attacks, as each of you are kind of surrounded by 4 of these things, which are now moving really quickly.
Boom! 20.
14.
14. Let me see. What's their armor class? I think that's a hit still. Things in the vault. Here we go. Yep, that's a hit. So go ahead and roll damage for me there, Morel. Here, I'm just going to actually keep names here. There's Morel.
Morel rolled 5 damage.
Ulfric. So you did 5 damage to one.
Did they do crits and limitations?
No, it's D30 because I'm using an alternate chart.
Okay.
Traditional limitations, no. But I'm using Green Devil Phase 5, which has a crit chart in it. So I got an 18. That means if this attack is a killing blow, your weapon gets a permanent +1 to hit.
Oh, shit.
So roll your damage for me, Ulfric.
7?
That is not a killing blow. Let me see who am I forgetting here. Edmund and Copper. Okay, so you did 7 damage though to it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who was on 4 or 5?
I was on 5.
5. Go for it.
I'm using defensive fighting.
Okay, so you get a -4 to attacks and +2 to armor class.
Yep. So, what's that on my screen? It's a 19, so 21.
Screen, actually, sorry, 21. Yeah, it's hit damage.
With my Zweihander, I do. What is that? 6, is it? Or 10?
It's a D10, yes.
Can anyone see the result? Because it hasn't come up on my.
Yeah, it's a 6.
It's a 6. Okay.
Okay, sorry, yeah, 6. Got it. Okay, and then who was on 4?
Copper's on 4.
Go for it, Copper.
So, given
clean it up.
and given the ability to get to Warwick and being suckered or tentacled by that one creature, I'll definitely be trying to get to that one to attack it with my short swords.
Go for it.
I will be doing the press attack, so I'm going all out on this thing.
Do you get a +2 to attack and a -4 to armor class?
That's right, so I got +5, so 23 to hit total.
Damage.
I rolled a 6 on the 6-sided dice.
Okay, it's still alive. Still hasn't grappled.
Alright, so I slash into this thing with my short sword, Warwick.
Mm-hmm. And then, let me see who hasn't gone yet. Just Edmund, isn't it?
Mm.
Yes, Edmund, you can go before the creatures.
1.
Oh, no! That's a 1. Let's see what that does. Your attack actually hits for maximum damage, but you learn the wrong lesson from this lucky hit and lose all accumulated experience points for your current level, so you will not level up this mission anyway if you survive. But you do maximum damage and kill the creature, and you're no longer grappled.
Okay.
That's a weird one. Okay.
That sucks.
Now, it's the creatures. Oops, I made a mistake here. Let me just clean that up. Okay. So, Edmund, you still have 3 more coming at you, coming around you. Oh yes, and they do get 3 hits, 3 attacks each with their tentacle attacks. Okay, so I had 2 hits with that one. So I need 2 poison saves, please. First one did 1 point of damage, and the second hit did 4 points of damage. So 5 points of damage total from that one.
I took 12 points of damage.
5 points of damage total from those two hits from one creature. And did you roll your poison save?
Well, I'm on -1 in terms of points anyway, so...
Oh, you're down.
Yeah. 13.
Okay.
On a poison save, which is... I needed a 12, so...
Right.
Not
But
poison.
you did until the second one would have hit you anyway, and then taken you down to -1, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're unconscious. So
Yeah.
roll second poison save for me.
Okay. 20.
Wow. Okay. You're not giving into the disease anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see, the other two then will ignore you and will we'll just move to try and move in on Copper then if any of the ones attacking him fall. So Copper, we've got a 15, a 17, and a 16.
All 3 hit.
All 3 hit. So 3 poison saves, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of damage total from all 3 tentacle hits.
I failed one of the 3 saves
Mm-hmm.
on the poison. How much damage was it from the just
Okay,
the
you
blunt?
feel really sick. Total of 5 points of damage.
Okay, still on my feet. Easy.
That was one of the creatures. There's 3 more.
Oh Jesus! All right, I'm poisoned and I took 5 points of damage. Correct.
Okay, the second one hits you once for 1 point of damage. Need another poison save.
19, so that was a pass.
Okay. Third one hits you once for 1 point of damage.
That was a fail on the save that time.
How many hit dice do you have? You're level 2?
Yeah, I'm at 5 hit points of 12
Okay.
right now.
So with that second failed poison save,
Mm-hmm.
you give in completely to the disease. Your head explodes and is replaced by one of these strange appendage-like things with the 3 tentacles coming out of it, and your hands burst off in carpenteresque fountains of gore as claws extend from them, and you become one of the things.
Cool.
Oh.
All right.
It's at this stage that I'm running away.
Well, first I get to make my attacks this round.
Yeah.
So, Ulfric. Maybe I'll just roll all 12 attacks at once, and then we'll see how many hits.
Yeah.
That's 5 hits.
Fuck.
2,
That's 16 hit points.
6, 2. So it's 8. Sorry, 2, 6, 8, 9, and 10, 11 points of damage total from all 5 hits. And I need 5 poison saves, please.
Christ.
How many hit dice do you have?
I guess 2, right?
Okay, so don't fail twice.
Okay, which was a poison? 12, I think, right? Okay. That's a pass. That's a pass. That's a pass. That's a fail. And that's a fail.
No!
Okay.
You also explode into blood and gore and turn into one of these horrible tentacled things. Redemption.
AC 17.
Six hits.
Christ.
6 poison saves, please. And you have 3 hit dice, yeah?
Yep.
So you have to pass at least 4 of them not to turn into one of these things.
Six saving throws versus poison, did you say?
Yes.
Right.
And it's going to be a total of 12 points of damage.
Okay. No. So,
Oh.
So as the Zweihander clatters from his hand, Ironside drops to his knee because he's dying from the damage as well, and his face turns to grey hate, and he swears at them, "You ingrained, wank-stained, fuck-brained fantasy of a novice nobbing monk's masturbatory fetish of a fetid, festering, apocalyptic, whore's poxy-lipped minge," and then his head explodes and he turns into Wonder Monk.
Maximilian Morel, sorry. What's your armor class? 20.
20, yep.
Somebody might get out of this alive.
Christ.
Only 2 hits on you because you have that booyah armor class. So 2 poison saves, please, and you take 3 points.
And you're a
damage.
halfling, so you've got a chance.
Yep, succeed. Succeed.
Okay.
My poison save is 6, so I have a pretty
Wow.
good poison.
Yeah, halflings really good poison. So you take 3 points of damage. You are grappled by this thing, but if you can break the grapple, I'll allow you to try to flee. Is anybody else still alive or conscious? No. Right?
Become a monster.
You're a monster, Copper's a monster, Redemption's a monster, and Edmund is not a monster, he's just unconscious on the
Oh,
ground.
nice one. Fuck you, Ian.
So, next round initiative, Morel, since you're the only one left. Got a chance, you're gonna roll
Got
good.
a 6.
I got a 3. So, you need to try to break this grapple.
Okay, so we doing just strength
It's-
check?
No, it's just like a melee attack roll,
Okay, melee attack roll.
modified by your strength and to hit damage or whatever.
17.
Okay, you managed to break free. Now you can try to run away.
Yeah, I'm fucking booking it for that door.
Okay, now we need to go to... What's your movement speed?
I've got no idea what a halfling movement speed is. It's not even...
It's just based on your encumbrance, I think. So
Oh, my encumbrance is just standard. Like, I don't have just normal encumbrance.
pretty sure your move is 120 feet then, which is the same as the creature. So we roll... What is the dice roll we roll now? D20. D20 plus 12 each. And if I roll higher, the creatures will catch you before you get out of the complex. If you roll higher, you will escape the creatures into the city.
Okay, I need to get
the chase rules from the Rules of Magic book.
my starter set D20. 1 sec. Okay. Come on, baby. Mine is a 26.
Mine's a 17.
Yes.
So you run away with these things on your heels. There are, you killed 1, but there was 3 more created. So there's like 22 of these things chasing behind you out into the city as you just run, booking through the doors that you know that are open, that you're not going to have to unlock, stop, and open. You escape into the city. You probably run... Where do you go when you get out of the city? These things on your heels.
How did we come to the city?
You came through the south gate.
I'm gonna leave through the south gate.
Okay, you can turn and start running that way again, back the way you came.
I mean, unless it's
the
running,
creatures
like-
eventually break off pursuit of you as they see other targets and tackle people and start attacking in the streets, start smashing through doors and windows into houses, into buildings. You see a group of them smash into an inn, and you hear screaming coming in from inside. And they just, basically, as you run and run and run for several minutes until eventually you get out through the south gate and back out of the city, and eventually you keep running until eventually you turn back and you look, and you can just see there's fires everywhere. The city is burning. There's smoke. You can hear the cacophony of screams from this distance even coming from the city as the entire city of Norwich is just being turned into these horrible tentacled things.
As I'm watching it, the last thing I say is, well, this was Copper's mess. And I'll take out my map.
Treasure map, dwarven ruins. Well, I say Dwarven Ruins, much treasure. That's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll think to myself, at least redemption died a man. He lived for those last few years. He lived a coward, but he died a man.
Now, what's going to happen, I'm going to say, essentially, is eventually the Witch Queen is going to send a team of witches to clean this shit up and to do away with, basically to eliminate the entire population of Norwich. Let me see here. Go ahead and give me a paralyze save, Dave. Because you did manage to avoid becoming infected.
15.
You succeed.
Yeah.
Edmund comes to a couple of hours later while the madness is going on in the city, and you've managed to escape the city.
Nice.
Yay!
However, you did have that natural one earlier, which said that you couldn't level up, so we're not going to roll for that. But for you, Andrew, since you did escape, let's look at the modifiers here. You did take damage during the adventure, so you don't get that. Okay, that's fine. You did roll saving throws during the adventure, yeah. You did gain treasure, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't get any of the negative modifiers. Were you reduced to 0 hit points or less? No. Did you fail any saving throws during this adventure?
No.
No? Okay. At least 2 player characters died? Yes, so that's +1. Was your character the sole survivor of the adventure? No. Did your character gain the most treasure during the adventure of all the player characters? Did you get any treasure, Dave?
The rat thing in the
That was worth 200 silver pieces, remember?
yeah, I got that. I opened the safe.
Right, but the only treasure you walked out with was the
ratty thing.
The rat idol thing, yeah? 200 silver pieces?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what did you get, Andrew? You had the 2 clasps that were worth 100 silver pieces each. Did you have anything else? You did, right?
The treasure map.
The treasure map. Oh, it's pretty close. It's a tie. I'm going to give you the +1 then, so you get a total of +2. So roll a d6 +2.
Okay. 4.
Is that higher than your current level?
Yep.
Then you level up.
All right.
Okay. So
It was all worth it.
Edmund, you eventually get out of the city and, may reunite with Copper, depending on who all's here for the next, not Copper, sorry, with Morel, depending on who all's here for the next adventure.
No, this was an ending of sorrow.
Rest in peace, Ulfric.
Yeah.
The mask is just not meant to be.
No.
Not meant to be in human hair.
When
the witches will have it now.
Yeah.
In that letter, when he said he locked away the terror, when we fucking came to the double keyed door with a password, we probably should have been like, yeah.
All we thought though was treasure, treasure, treasure.
There's lots in there too.
I feel like that was a really Lamentations ending. Like it's all kind of fine, and it's like you're walking around. It's a little bit scary, but it's all kind of grand. And then suddenly you open this door, and it's like, oh fuck!
It was a real slow burn.
Yeah.
A real slow burn. I kind of thought, because hyping it up, building up, I thought you guys would be expecting it to be a bloodbath right from the outset, but there was very little action until the end.
Yeah.
You did run into that other group. That other party were hired by the Brotherhood of Pus to retain their idol, which had been stolen. Not the rat sculpture you found, but there's another idol somewhere there. It's actually a casket, but yeah, a little miniature casket, which is what unleashed the plague. But yeah, so I guess we'll go into closing words. I'll go in opposite order this time. So Lloyd, you can go ahead first. Anything you want to say in parting?
No, it was super fun. Felt very Lamentations, so I really enjoyed it. Yeah, thanks very much.
Troy?
Yeah, I'll just echo that. It was awesome as always. Love the game, love playing in your games, love these guys that we're playing with. So, yep, all good. See you again next time.
Dave?
Yeah, excellent group, excellent referee, great adventure, a lot of fun. Yeah, classic Lamentations, really, as just echoing what other people have said. Horrible end. Glad that at least two of us got out, and yeah, I look forward to playing with you guys again very soon. It was excellent.
Yeah, it was a close one. Almost nobody got out. There was a good chance there. Caius?
Yep, I was totally expecting a total party wipeout at that moment, but it was good. Very much enjoyed the Lamentations, and I liked the death of Ironside. He went down with an explosion.
A bit of closure for Redemption 2. Yes,
Yes.
your son was one of the bodies there in the vault. So
Yeah, I didn't see. I would have liked to have seen that, but apart from that, great.
the only way to probably identify would have been to have killed him and then found some identified item on his person. But yeah, it was gonna be pretty tough in that situation, unfortunately. But
that wasn't gonna happen.
And Andrew.
Yeah, it was a really fun game. I think, like Lloyd said, it lulled you into a false sense of security because the beginning was so uneventful. Then it just like hits you like a freight train. But I like to think Redemption's death was really good, and as a gift, I gave him what he probably always secretly wanted, which was that crazy bitch wife of his went down in a crazy mob of mutants. I'm sure of it.
Nice. Okay, well, thanks for playing, guys. I'm going to end the recording, but we can hang out and chat if any of you guys want afterwards. So, in the meantime, anybody who did watch this, we had a few viewers at certain times, so thank you very much for that, and thanks to anybody else who watches this along the way. Cheers.